Dead.
Anyway.
Is it about them 3 chicks?
What did you say? Free chick? Unless you, wait, what's their name?
Bruv, I just saw the advert on Netflix.
Oh, okay. No,
These 3 mums that steal money and they have to pay it back to some drug dealers or some shit.
This is better.
That sounds dead.
Money Heist is basically, Money Heist is basically about these group of people that call themselves by the names of countries like Helsinki, Denver. They basically got code.
That's not even a country.
No, but like
I know.
But basically, what they've got is basically that they have these nicknames that they're giving to themselves to conceal their true identity.
Constipation.
So, no, they don't call themselves constipation.
Should they might as well.
Why?
Helsinki. What's easier to say during a heist, Helsinki or constipation?
Well, to credit to the I think that one of them calls him Halsey, so they
abbreviate.
So they do abbreviate. One of them is called Denver, who is actually cool. One of them is called Rio, probably the easiest name to actually remember. What's the other one? I forgot the. One of them is called. There's one feminist on there, but she always backs down. Like she's actually, in my opinion, the most accurate representation of a feminist, because when when it all hits the fan, and then she has to take charge, and because there was actually this one episode that spoke to that, where,
and this is the heist, the Money
Heist, yeah.
And it's on Netflix.
It's quite a well balanced social commentary as well. On like, you know, feminism and all that, which is like, because there was this scene that they were losing control, and like a couple of the hostages actually not escaped.
Ostriches.
No, hostages.
Oh, hostages.
Why? How would an ostrich fit into this conversation?
Fam, once we finish, we can play this back and you can see exactly what you said. You said ostriches. What the fuck is an ostrich? Where's your H, Bran?
I can't pronounce my H's.
How? It's not. That's not even a word. That's not even an official like fucking thing that people can't do. S's got a lisp and shit. Yeah. Who can't say H's?
Me.
Alright.
I don't know.
You are a special nigga.
What is that?
So what do you say? Hotel.
Hotel.
You just said H.
Hotel. I didn't pronounce H.
You did. Hotel.
Hotel.
Yeah.
I have to stress O to say it properly.
Carry on.
Anyway,
I'm gonna keep listening to what you say.
Anyway, no. When it all hits the fan.
Holiday Inn. Say what? say Holiday Inn.
No.
Say Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn.
So what's Hin? why you put a H where there was no H? In Holiday Inn. You went Holiday Inn.
This is not.
Say what?
This is time for you. Yeah?
Of course not.
This just isn't it. Can I please get through this?
Why not, man?
Because because this scene is very
please hurry up and tell us.
Okay, basically.
Or hurry up, as you would say.
In this scene,
what happens?
In this scene, basically, the girl are taken in charge. I forgot her name. Nairobi. That's it. Her name is Nairobi.
Is her name Hannah?
No, it's Nairobi. I just said
Anna.
No. Nairobi.
So how do you say Hannah? Do you not say? You must say Anna and not put a H or a H. Fuck.
Yeah.
So what if
people don't really realize?
What if you're dating a Hannah and you start calling her Anna, and then she's like, who's this Anna bit? You're like, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Actually picked up on that.
Oh, it's not like a woman to ever be crazy sometimes, is it? No woman is ever crazy. You're very right.
I'm sorry, but that's dysfunctional. Like, how is this? They sound so similar. Like,
it's about as dysfunctional as not saying your H's correctly, isn't it?
Nah, but I wouldn't go that far.
Ah, no. Carry on, though. You're talking about the Money Heist.
Yes, Money Heist. So anyway, so Nairobi was basically in charge. I think this was season 2 or season 1. But basically, everything was going pear-shaped, and they basically, the main guy that was in charge, forgot his name, but he's so calm and cool on
Chris Hemsworth.
No, it's not Chris Hemsworth. what's his name? I saw him.
Trying to think of what H of H is.
I know. I know. I forgot his name. Oh.
Any of the Emsworth brothers?
No. This is not really. It's a cast from Spain. They're not really at all known in the British media.
How'd you say Javier then?
Javier. My Spanish accent is on point, by the way. So except for saying R's, I can't roll my R's. Like I can't do it.
I can't think of a Spanish word. I'll be honest with you. Arriba.
I can't do it.
Maybe you're tongue tied.
Maybe I am. I don't know. But
good luck to your wife in the future.
The professor. No, not the professor. What am I saying? Berlin. Okay, the guy's name was Berlin. You just got it. Okay, so basically Berlin. Berlin was in charge of the operation and he was going pear-shaped, and Nairobi wanted to literally take charge of it all, saying that it's going down because of him, and like he's a toxic masculine, blah blah. That's all. That was the gist of it.
I hate those. I hate those two words so fucking much.
Bro, Berlin's reaction to it was the best. He just said, "Take control." Literally, the minute she took control, everything went so bad that she was actually crying. And then Berlin was like, "Now sit down and let me run this. Let me run this like I was supposed to."
Fair enough.
I was like, raw. Like, because you would never expect, especially in today's cinema, you would never expect them to actually write that as good as they did. Like, because they normally try and push that everyone can do everything. And in this case, they actually showed how vulnerable Nairobi is, and it took nothing away from her character.
Is she black?
No, she's white. She's white.
White woman called Nairobi. Fair enough.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
you just imagine that to be a black woman. It's an African name.
I'm telling you, yeah, this show has hit every stupid, in my opinion, gender politics that's going on, racial politics and all that. Because when it comes to media, I don't think it should be as on the nose as it is now. A few here and there, not even a few here and there. But basically, when I saw, okay, for example, for things like the way I translated it was like as you mentioned in terms of Nairobi, for example, a white woman playing Nairobi. What's wrong with that? And like in direct contrast to what you just said, to that, it would be, well, aren't white people in Nairobi? Wouldn't they want to be represented? So, like,
aren't there black mermaids?
No, they
wouldn't they want to be represented?
I know. But
I mean, there are no mermaids,
but that is
a fictional character.
Yeah, but like I said, that's more of a direct response to that, because there are, like, for example, I'm just speaking from what I see on TV. There are some aid workers.
What? Huh? Or some what workers?
Oh, aid workers.
Aid. Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
There are some aid workers in Kenya but they only show the black side of Kenya, if you know what I'm trying to say. They only show that side, and this kind of in a way speaks to that, if that makes sense. So, like, to have a white woman, but I'm looking, to have white women represented in that sense. Maybe I'm looking too much into it in terms of
maybe not. Maybe you're thinking about it exactly how it should be thought of. Who knows?
Well, I mean,
that's why it's an art. It's open to interpretation.
True. I mean, but anyway, the point I had in regards to especially with the whole feminism trope, because because honestly, Nairobi wasn't, because I haven't seen any comments actually in regards to this the show on how they handled that scene with Nairobi and Berlin, because Berlin was really, really, I don't know how to say it. One second. I don't know how to say it. But he was really on the nose with I'm the man, you're the woman, chill. He was on the nose with it. You need to watch it.
Or maybe I'm just the leader.
Yeah.
Not that you're the woman, you're the leader.
He actually, you need to watch it. He actually pointed these things out.
And it was, fair enough. Do you read comments of things like that?
I don't.
I'd say who does? Why?
I don't. No. You'll be surprised. People do. Like.
Oh, I know people do. People do stupid shit like jump off cliffs and buy their dogs little hoodies so they can sit in, so they can chill. People do dumb shit. I'm just thinking about who reads, who comments, who would watch something on Netflix and then just go, unless it really touched you, unless it was really touching, like, I don't know, some stupid shit, like whatever. But unless it was, they're just like, it's like, why would you even?
That's probably why they've done it. That's probably why. I personally, I didn't, because I understood I think if you watch it and you understand the context in which they're coming from, you would understand that going into a heist like that, Berlin was clearly the most qualified person for it because he was unbelievably calm in the handling of everything. Nairobi was a lot more volatile. Not as bad as I forgot the name of this. Let me get her up. Not as bad as Tokyo. Tokyo was the other one that was very.
Oh, so it's capitals of places. Then.
Yeah.
How did you not? Why did you not just say these capitals of places?
I confused it with because I know the country, innit? I know the country that of that capital. So I actually went ahead and say that. I don't know. Don't try and figure out this thought process. Anyway,
of course.
Anyway, yeah, but like
it'd have to be thought.
Nairobi is not as bad as Tokyo because Tokyo is very. She can ruin your whole heist, but again, she's also needed like because there was one scene where she had to basically kill off a bunch of people. She can do that.
Yeah.
Easily.
Nice.
She can do that easily. But when it comes to Nairobi is a lot more. She basically understands, but she can also be erratic. You know what I mean? You don't put those two in charge. You just don't. You just don't put those two in charge. Denver, Rio, all those guys.
These really are just Is Rio capital?
Rio's capital.
No, it's not. I don't think Rio is capital.
Carry on. Rio is the capital of.
Something tells me it's not. I know it sounds stupid, but something tells me it's not.
Brazil.
Carry on.
Rio de Janeiro.
I know it sounds like it, but something tells me it's not.
Probably not. I don't know.
Carry on. I'm listening.
But yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, when I watched it in
yeah, it's Brasilia. Rio's not the capital. It used to be. It's not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Since the 1960s. So
okay.
way before our time.
So where's it now? Santos?
Huh?
Where's it now? Santos?
Brasilia.
Wow. Mm-hmm. They made a capital after the name of the country.
Yeah, but people do stuff like I was about to say Stalingrad was the capital of Russia, but it was never. Moscow's always been the capital.
Oh, always been the capital.
Yeah, no, I'm wrong.
So
anyway, yeah, carry on. You're talking.
What was I saying? So when it comes to Rio, Denver, Helsinki, like, and there was also a couple of guys. I forgot the name as well. But
and Denver's not a capital, but yeah.
Get them. Yeah, I know. Maybe. But like, I think they're more geared towards cities. I don't think it's necessarily a capital.
Popular cities.
Yeah, just popular cities that people will know. But
Helsinki. What the fuck is that?
But in all fairness, the more I look at it, the more I watch it, the more brilliant it is. Because when you look at it, there is no way you can, as you put, like, how can you get upset and say this is wrong for for like a feminist to get upset at it and say I don't like how they've handled this character, this and that. She should have been a better leader, blah blah. But in all fairness, when I look at Nairobi's character from what she was presented, she can't lead that team.
Yeah, that's just who the character was. The character didn't need a leader; he needed that person. That's what it was. So
like,
I'm sure in the next Wonder Woman, she'll be the leader, and then it's awesome because women can lead. Of course they can.
But like I said, I haven't actually looked at reaction pieces or seen anyone that's actually reacted to it, so I can't say, because the general consensus is I don't think anyone cares about that on this, and this is the first time I've seen that, because on my timeline scrolling in, I haven't seen anyone saying, "Oh, but let's talk about the feminism stuff that's happening." I just haven't seen it. So So to me, I'm like, oh wow, this is actually the first program that I've seen that's on the nose with all of those stuff, but no one's talking about it. Maybe
that's why. Because it's right. It's because it's accurate.
Okay, yeah. Well, maybe, and also great writing. I must say that. But yeah, speaking of Helsinki, even though this has nothing to do with, there was actually
Segway King.
No, not Segway King. I'm getting there though.
No, you're not.
What do you mean?
You said, speaking of Helsinki, Ashley has nothing to do with Helsinki. So you're definitely not. But alright, cool, carry on.
No.
I'll let you have
I was still talking about the show. Speaking of Helsinki, there was actually a character that was introduced that was called Stockholm, and literally it was.
Sweden.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. That was pretty good.
No.
Round of applause.
No, Stockholm was actually the character that was introduced.
You're not talking about ASAP Rocky.
Fun.
That's if you were, then that would be that would be hella segue. That's a good segue.
Bro,
that's why I was doing this little taps.
Why do you think I was bringing this something that happened later on in the season?
Yes, that's what I was doing.
But why are you killing?
Oh, it's a series. It's not.
It's part of this.
It's not a film.
It's literally part. Yeah.
Is it a film or a series?
Series.
Okay,
series,
cool.
Yeah. They brought in a character called Stockholm.
Yeah.
And that was because.
Well done. That was a good segue. I like it.
Yeah, but if you didn't ruin
it was pretty obvious.
It wasn't.
If you figure out where Stockholm is, it was pretty obvious, buddy.
Yeah, I said speaking of Helsinki, this has nothing to do with Helsinki, but they brought in a character
called Stockholm.
Yeah.
And where's Stockholm?
Stockholm is in Sweden.
So obviously you're gonna talk about ASAP Rocky. So it was obvious, but I'm saying it was a really good one. It was a really good one.
If you said nothing, it would have been good.
Let's cut this shit out then.
I can't.
Yeah, you can.
It's gonna take me 2 days to render.
I still think, any person with half a brain cell who listens to hip hop music knows you are going to go to... you hear Stockholm, you're going to go Sweden. You go Sweden, you're going to hear Rocky.
Anyway, let me just finish this whole...
Sorry, my bad. Anyway, please carry on.
There was really an actual character. Basically, the...
Let me play stupid for a minute. Really? What was his name?
Anyway.
What was his name?
It was her.
What was her name?
Okay, her name was actually...
What was her heist name?
Okay, she wasn't part of the heist. She was actually a hostage.
And
she was actually a hostage.
And she's called Stockholm.
Yeah.
Cool. Carry on. I'm listening.
Because she fell in love with one of the.
That's dope. Carry on. I'm listening.
Because she fell in. Okay,
I'm trying to play along.
To spoil the territory, but but yeah, she fell in love with one of the Denver, and I was actually hoping that it was actually true, and it was, but they called her Stockholm because everyone was telling Denver, don't fall in love with her, she's got Stockholm syndrome. And basically, cool. and basically they went off and they were raising this other man's kid. That
would have been a really good segue, to be fair. That's why I'm still like.
Oh my God. Anyway, so basically that character, I don't know, I didn't see the need for them to actually, I mean, yeah, in terms of to see Denver's character development, I can see it because he was actually a bit childish at the start.
Gambino.
Okay.
No. Fair enough.
Anyway, he was a bit childish at the start. Their father always had to be there. Then again, spoiler territory. So if you haven't seen it, are you gonna watch it?
No, don't care.
Are you planning?
Don't even know why we're talking about it, but cool.
Okay, we're talking about it because it's actually the best. It's the best series I've watched in a very long time.
Did you watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah. With that ending.
Did you watch Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad was sick.
Did you ever watch The Wire?
But they're done now. I'm talking about after.
Active.
This has potential to actually be up there, and it's not even British.
Archer.
It's Spanish, huh?
Archer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Archer was sick.
There's a lot of shows. That's why I'm really questioning if it's one of the best. Really.
It is. It really. You need to watch it. You really need to watch it. But I think since
Lana.
I think since Anyway, I think since Game of Thrones and since Breaking Bad and all those programs that has hit the 9 to 10% of 9 10 to 10 out of 10 on IMDb, I think this one is gonna hit that, hit those ratings.
Do you think that IMDb gets it right a lot of the time.
Yeah, you can be very accurate. I do remember when they rated Scandal at 8.5, and I was like, nope, reduce that a little bit.
That Scandal.
I liked it, but they like
It's the one with Kerry Washington, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when it really died down.
Like, I'm sure it did.
It really died down, but
House of Cards. What would they rate that?
I think that was 7.9.
That's bullshit. I used to go up.
7.
House of Cards should have been at 8.5 to maybe a 9. That's why I'm asking you that question, because I pay attention to IMDb when it comes to actors and what they've been in.
8.8 actually.
When it comes to actors and what they've been in, but I'm not gonna listen to them about what they think. Who?
I got the rating wrong.
That's fine. It's fine, but I'm still gonna carry on.
Yeah.
Like who is it in charge? Like what if their tastes are totally opposite to mine? It's obviously 10, 15 people, and they give a thing, and they do an average. That's probably how it works.
No, it's actually based. They do it based on professional critics and also audience that provide their own.
Again, how do these people know that what I like though? How do they know that it's like that? Like for instance, Dragon Ball Z. People might think that's a 2, but I might think it's a 10.
I've seen so many movies, especially black movies, that are like 4.5, 5.
They're actually really good.
Yeah. Like I think Love and Basketball is like around.
Racist. Sorry, Love and Basketball.
Yeah.
Swear. Racist, and they say racism's die.
Let me actually fact check this because it could be high, but I do remember like every black
favorite film, Love and Basketball.
Love and Basketball. I think
that's some hip hop thing.
It's actually 7.2, so I was actually wrong on that.
You're fucking shit.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, bro. Like you have swang and missed on 2 fastballs, and you have nearly knocked out a kid in the front row with your back because you let go of it. That was fucking terrible. You go, it's a fight at 7, bruv. He got me cussing these people out. Like I'm sitting here like, yo, fuck these niggas, and you're the wrong person. I'll go to war with you. You'll have me shoot my own friend. Be like, I thought that was a butt. That's you type of nigga. Nah. I don't like this nigga.
Seen Brown Sugar.
I want some, yo. But who hasn't seen Brown Sugar?
Okay, that's rated 6.5.
Racism. Racism. It's a good film. Brown Sugar's got D'Angelo in it, right?
Yeah,
good film.
Yeah. And D'Angelo, I think someone was playing Dr. Dre in it. Like someone was portraying his life. Yeah.
But the question is, so obviously now we have to figure out parameters, so we can do this shit ourselves. But what is a 1 and what is a 10? That's the question you gotta ask yourself. A 1, personally, I'd say it's like 8-Legged Freaks or Snakes on a Plane, or Snakes on a. Of course you do. Snakes on a Plane, or I don't know. Also, really shit film.
But anyway, going back to Heists.
I don't remember. Man, fuck that shit. Right, we're on a different subject now. It's called. Oh, my bad, because you wanted to do your thing, didn't you? My bad, and I fucked it up.
You fucked it up again.
We'll say what a 10 is. Yeah, what's a 10 first? A 10 is like.
This guy.
That's cool. Just say what a 10 is, then I'll move on. I'll move off.
I'm just
What's a 10? What's a 10 film? Sherlock Holmes 2. That's a pretty good film.
That's not a 10.
It should be. That's a high. Or maybe a 9. Or maybe a 9. That's a great film.
No,
The Game of Shadows with Moriarty.
It's 7.6, and that's the.
Gas! This is why I'm not listening to IMDb. Fuck these niggas, man.
Wait, is it the one with Robert Downey Jr. in it?
Yes.
Yeah, 7.6. That was a sequel. The first one, I believe, they're making another one actually.
They need to.
They're making another one. But
2011 it came out.
Yeah, the next Sherlock Holmes 3 is gonna come out in 2021. So I'm looking forward to that.
You're looking forward to it, but they gave that one a 7.
Yeah, but that was the part 2, which I did feel like
it was sick.
It was a bit rushed. It was a bit paced, like badly paced.
How?
Well,
please go through it with me.
I have to watch it again.
Exactly, so you can't comment upon it then.
No,
I can tell you about the film because I remember the film because I like the film. Okay. But you can't tell me about the film because you like.
The first one was 7.5. The second one was
I thought the first one was not as good as the second one.
No. The first one, A Game of Shadows. No,
that's the first one.
Wait, no, that's not even the first one. My bad. The first one was 7.6. The next one, A Game of Shadows, was 7.5.
They said it was worse. See
by
who
by
the-
0.1.
who are these niggas then? Who are
But
these?
no. A 7 rating for Sherlock Holmes is actually quite fair. It's actually quite fair. Compare it.
What's a
compare
10?
it.
You're the type of nigga that would like, yeah, Fast and Furious 8 was a 10.
No, Fast and Furious didn't get ratings on that.
Because no.
Like,
after 5,
Transformers-
nah, fuck all that shit.
Transformers.
Nah. Don't put some respect on Transformers, okay? That's not a bad film.
It's not good. It's not good.
Not the ones with Tyrese and Shia LaBeouf.
It's 7.1 on here.
That's not bad.
Yeah, like, and I will compare. I wouldn't compare this to Sherlock Holmes. There was an actual point to the story.
What's a 10?
I don't think I've ever seen a 10 rated movie.
You have to.
I haven't.
You have to. Pulp Fiction.
Silence of the Lambs.
Pulp Fiction or Django or
Silence of the Lambs is 8.6. Django is not. I know.
Avatar.
Django is 8.4.
Damn, alright. Avatar.
7.8.
What? You like Avatar? You don't think it was sick?
For the time, yeah.
For its time as well. Come on.
For the time,
Oh my
in
Lord.
which 3D was being introduced.
What do they say Endgame is then?
Endgame, nah, this is gonna be low. If it's higher than Avatar, I'll be very angry. Because
Probably it grossed more money.
8.7. I'm done. Wow.
Endgame was good.
Endgame was not better than Avatar though.
I'll say it's on par.
You think so?
Yeah.
You know how drawn out Endgame is?
Endgame was sick though.
Yeah, if the final battle scene is the 8.7 rating, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Probably.
But if you call the battle scene,
Yeah, they had to tie it all together as well, didn't they?
No, but it still didn't tie up.
Yeah, I don't
It
know.
didn't tie up. There was so many. They wrote themselves into oblivion, and they had to find a way. And what's the best way in a comic movie to get yourself out of your writing block that you've written yourself into?
Kill everyone.
Time travel.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's it.
What's a 10? Find what the highest ever rate. Titanic. Is that a 10? Because if it's a 10, I'm putting this mic down and we leaving. Alright, because fuck Titanic, bruv.
I'm actually gonna say that Titanic. I think it's 7.6. Oh wow, it's 7.8. It's actually 7.8. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
7.8.
If they gave it an 8 rating, fuck that shit. I'm
Yeah.
what's that? Why do I think of an 8 film? Sorry, a 10 film. What is the best rated film of all time? Shawshank.
Actually, that might be up there. Or Green Mile. Shawshank Redemption.
Or Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, let me see. Shawshank is 9.3.
Damn.
And to be honest, that's deserved.
Yeah, it's a hard film.
Bro, I need to watch that again. Then there is Green Mile is 8.6. Green Mile is 8.6. I really got carried away. I should transition this. Green Mile is 8.6. What's the other one?
It's not even that bad.
Pulp Fiction. 8.6 is not that bad.
No, because if you see an 8.6 walking in the street, it's unless equate that to what a person looks like, that person's gonna be fine as fuck. Who you talking about?
Because my 8.6 and your 8.6 are two different 8.6.
Yeah, yours is some value.
No, my 8.6 is Scarlett Johansson.
She's so sexy, isn't she?
Yeah, but some people will rate her as a 9.
Yeah, she's probably a 9. Yeah, but when you get past 8 and upwards, yeah, everyone's gonna be like, that's a 10, that's a 10. You know what I'm saying? So fair enough. Forget that.
So who would you say is Shawshank Redemption of today then?
I'll probably say Scarlett. No, like 2010 Scarlett.
No, 2019.
Nah, I think she was better then.
No. I'm not talking about Scarlett. I'm just talking about.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no, so many of these Instagram thoughts.
Can we just go back to Money Heist now?
Yeah. You talk. You do that. Okay, you transition to that while I find this quickly, and then that'll be over.
Let's not transition. So basically, back to Money Heist for me. So basically, when this character Helsinki was actually introduced into the scene, I personally believe that she was only introduced to boost up Denver's character, because his father, spoilers again, don't want to ruin it, but if you're watching this podcast, you should know that we do ruin a lot of programs.
I don't.
I do.
Anyway. I don't watch shit.
I do. Yeah. I just love talking about this stuff, even if I know that you're not gonna participate. But yeah, what was it? So
Big Sean looks good.
Big Sean.
Big Sean looks good. We can talk about that later.
Oh, what?
That's good. Good for him.
What? After his breakup?
He looks like he's doing very well.
Yeah.
Carry on.
He's handled his breakup like a man.
That's very toxic masculinity.
How is that? Toxic masculinity?
I don't even know.
He
What's the word?
isolated himself from women.
He
completely isolated himself. Yeah.
You think so?
I think he's done it.
You think so?
That's what he sings about.
You think so?
I mean, raps about, I should say.
You think so?
I believe so. Yeah.
I don't think he did.
I personally think
from women that he likes, but from thoughts, he going through them motherfuckers.
I think he has because a lot of the things that he's gone through. I mean, you're not gonna go through therapy to self-reflect and then you're back in this strip club doing the exact same thing that you're doing. I don't think he's gonna come like that.
If you say so, I
believe so because anyway,
Janelle Monáe, not a 10, but she's like 8. I think her and Scarlett are hot each other. I think she's probably like an 8 point.
I think Janae is 8.5.4.
What does that even mean?
8.
What the fuck? Yeah, I told you. Once you get past 8 to 10, it's all the same, really.
It's all 10.
But what's that? What's the difference? So okay, cool. Because you were this pretentious. Because you're this pretentious, I'm gonna go break this motherfucker down. Why do you think that she is 0.1 lower than Scarlett Johansson? No. You did this, muff. You and your 8.6. No. Don't be a dick. Let's do this.
Going back to Money Heist.
Exactly. That's what I fucking thought. That's what I thought.
Because I don't like to discuss these things.
Why?
No, I don't want to.
Why? Why are we not talking about women and sex stuff? We're two young men. This is what young men talk about.
I'm 28 now.
Okay, buddy.
28.
Alright, cool. Let's talk about Money Heist because everyone loves Money Heist.
Everyone do love Money Heist.
Yeah, cool, baby.
Look at the tweets. Look at the Facebook posts.
Right. Who the hell's on Facebook?
A lot of people.
Do you know how I use Facebook?
Okay,
to look at my rotor.
So Janelle Monáe,
that's it.
The main reason.
That's it.
Okay, Janelle Monáe, the main reason why I don't actually rate as highly as people do is because she's pansexual.
And what does pansexual mean?
It just means that she pretty much floats every way. She's gonna try anything.
She's very open.
Yeah. So that just turns me off immediately. So that knocks her rating down.
I don't understand.
Like for example, like the best way to put it is, for example, I know for a fact that Snow the Product is a 9. In my opinion, she's a 9. She's a 8. She's up there. But I would give her a 7 because she's a lesbian. And I know I can't get her, so yeah. But I'll still give her props. But I'm like, for me personally, yeah, I'm going up.
So no objectivity there.
Huh?
No objectivity there. Then
it is very subjective because what we're talking about is subjective.
So
what we're talking about.
You said she's a 9, but I can never get her, so she's a 7. That's some bitch shit. You know that, right?
Okay.
You can see where I'm coming from, right? No? You can't.
Because you're asking me for my opinion, right?
You said I can't get her, so she's a 7. That makes no fucking sense. She's still as hot as she was. It's just that she want to have sex with you.
She wouldn't have sex with men, so I'm like, okay.
So you're like, well, you're not hot anymore.
Because like, okay, look back in the days, yeah, when you used to have those posters up your wall.
I was Jehovah's Witness. I have no goddamn posters on my wall, but I get slapped to rascal up, bro.
To be honest, I'm kind of speaking generally.
But we know, people have posters and shit like that. Yeah. Little Kim. Yeah. I think we had CD covers. We had those in the house.
Now, would you still have posters of Lil Kim up if she was a lesbian?
Yeah. I might even have more. I might even have more. Now all I have to do is convince her to have sex with me, and her girl will have sex with me. That's a 2 for 1. That's a 2-for. This good night turned into a threesome. Like, so the legendary shit.
I just wouldn't do it. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't.
You never had 2 girls kissing in front of you and then looking at you saying, "Come, you coming this way?"
I have.
Yeah.
I have. I walked away. Honestly, I wish I could make that up for some reason. It's a turn off. For some reason, it's a turn off. Like that's like I like even threesomes. Like I like the idea of it. I could have been involved in some, but I was like, it's a turn off. Like this was back in Cavos.
Who were the two dudes? Were you the middle? Was it a well done beef sandwich? Between two bits of bread, two white bits of bread.
Anyway, so Money Heist. So
First of all, there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want, that's not a problem, bro.
Huh?
2019, I accept you.
That's not even what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So with Money Heist, so when they brought in this guy called Stockholm, she basically really boosted up Denver's story because in the end, she ends up having a child with him.
What do they call the child?
I actually don't know.
Accra.
I actually don't know.
It was Accra. It won't be Lagos. I know that for a fact, man. Ain't no one called that. To be fair, Lagos is not a bad name for a child.
Lagos.
Yeah, Lagos.
I don't call it Lacoste.
Lacoste.
Yeah.
Nah, Lagos. It's a nice name. If we didn't know where it was.
True.
It's a nice name.
True. I do like Nairobi though.
It's a beautiful name.
Yeah, Nairobi. Like,
So you can't ignore how African that name is.
Yeah,
Cannot ignore it.
Call my child
Nairobi. That's gonna be a middle name.
Call my child Nairobi.
Yeah.
Like that's actually a nice name. But yeah, speaking of Stockholm, we finally got there in the end. Thank you so much, Theo.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Keep your mouth shut.
That was a beautiful segue. Beautiful. That legendary shit. Nah, it was actually a good segue.
If you let it play it out, yeah, it would have been. If you let it play it out.
I'm just thinking all intelligent people will know that. What's going on with that one?
So yeah, like have you yeah, speaking of Stockholm, what happened to ASAP Rocky? What do you think about it?
ASAP
Rocky. Did you actually hear about the case? Do you know about the case, or is it just?
I know. I haven't been following it in detail. Did I sign the petition to get him out? Yeah, of course. That's I did. All that type of shit. Obviously, we saw the videos. We saw what happened. The fact that obviously you can go into more detail because you like to talk and I like to listen, so I'll do that. But yeah, what happened is from what happened from our perspective. We weren't there. We don't know what happened. Obviously, phones can only see a certain amount. But we can see the people, what they're doing. We can see them antagonize. We can see ASAP and his security, like, just go away, please. Then, nah, they're doing whatever, recording themselves, slapping girls' bums, shit like that. And then, obviously, he defends himself, and now it's motherfuckers for self-defense. And the fact that the guy who did it, which you could see what he's doing, he's not getting charged, and the fucking his security isn't getting charged. So what are we doing here?
I actually hate that.
What are we actually doing here?
I actually hate that culture because, like, remember back in the day, like, if you were to hit somebody and then the person retaliates, the person that retaliated is the one that's gonna get in trouble.
Is it?
Yeah. Like I remember, like. It starts off, let's say that in the classroom, right? Yeah. A teacher was to not hit you. Sorry, I know a student was to hit you, right? But then you got up, was to throw a paper ball at you, for example, right? You got up and was like, "Stop throwing paper balls at me!" Yeah. You're the one that's gonna be, "Hey, sit down and stop disrupting the class."
Yeah, that makes sense. 'Cause you're being loud about it. You gotta be covert, not overt about this shit. If you're like, the paper ball, no, rubbish. But if you're like, alright, say nothing in it. When the teacher turn around, dash a ball at his head, it's dead, and be like, what happened?
But that's what But that's what ASAP did. He was literally overt about it. He actually wasn't he like.
But he had to, in that situation. You kind of had to be.
Yeah.
You couldn't have done that shit quietly. You couldn't be like, yo, let's go to this.
He actually did try to do it quietly.
Yeah, but he tried. It didn't work. It was you can't do that shit quietly. You can't. Unless you're like, yo, security, keep them there. I'll meet you at destination A, wherever that is. And then, obviously, you now knowing what we know, we predetermine if anything goes wrong, we've got a certain destination we're going to meet at afterwards. Yeah. So I'll meet you at destination A, make sure you're not followed by them guys. That's probably the best bet now. But obviously, that's in hindsight.
Yeah.
That's after the fact, how man's still in prison. Now we can say, yo, it's cool.
No, that's actually true what you said. Also, I'm surprised why he didn't just let security handle it. I'm very surprised.
It's very yeah. Why they didn't deal with it straight away?
Yeah,
it's a strange one to me.
Because like, especially with security, I'm sure that they have like kind of aren't they allowed to actually protect the artist? So like if the artist feels like, oh, this guy's really bothering me, get rid of him. Can't they like actually just go
It
and get rid of
depends
him?
where you are. Every country is different. Just like every state is different.
So my next question would be: so shouldn't the security be in jail right now for A$AP Rocky instead of A$AP Rocky being in jail?
If they were doing their job correctly, so it's not. No, that's a weird one. If they're doing their job correctly in a utopia, yes, because a utopia, the artist wouldn't have to do anything. We'll just say, "Yo, I feel threatened, Bruno, or whatever the first big nigga's name is. Deal with him."
So, do you think that the security actually knew the laws in the country, and they're like,
Why? Of course you don't.
So,
Head of security should know the law in that company. Huh? The head of security, whatever country you go to, head of security should know exactly the laws of that. Should. But let's think about it. How many times you lived in Spain, right?
for a bit.
Do you know that you're not allowed to? You're not allowed to.
Like
That's cool. You're not allowed to drink in the street.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Did you know that straight away?
No.
Exactly. I didn't know that either. We had beers, and we were playing basketball, and we nearly got caught by the feds.
Jesus Christ.
You can say what happened to you.
No, because I literally went to Valencia not so long ago, back in February this year, and I literally was carrying alcohol on the street. Like, I didn't
just like you thought it's England, didn't it? It's like, okay, cool, I'm having a drink.
I actually didn't realize until I actually got back home, and then someone pointed out to me, like, "Oh, you're lucky that you didn't get arrested."
Because we could have got arrested there, and your black ass would still be in that motherfucker. That's why.
I would have missed my flight and everything. I had to pay another
And miss
flight.
your flight, you still be there, bro. What are you talking about? Like,
What?
what's your name? They'll be like, your name is. Oh, I have a place for you. They put you to the back of the bus, son.
Fam, I wouldn't have gone back to Yates in time.
You wouldn't have got back to this country in the time, bro. They would have shipped your ass. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? You don't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that when I was in Spain either. So you don't know the rules of that country, every little detail while you're there. Should security know what they should do? That's what you're paying them for. So you'd hope, yes.
Yeah, go on. So.
I can keep looking at it. Yeah.
It's very distracting.
That's alright. Let's keep looking at it. Yeah. So you'd hope, but now seeing that, now I know it's horrible that he's, and this is that a racist term to say he's the first Indian over the thing? He's the first Indian over the hill. You know, the first Indian over the hill always takes the arrows.
No, I wouldn't say that.
But that's what he is.
Actually, I would say
if it's a racial term, and I apologize, and I'll stop that.
He is being made an example of. Yeah. I wouldn't say he's the first one.
But it also happened to a lot of people. But he is the first Indian over the hill.
Yeah.
Now he's being an example of, and now our artists, British or American or wherever the fuck you're from, what you need to do is you need to make sure your security knows the laws in that place and knows what happens. Have your backup plans, and if you need to, bounce.
Legit.
Bounce.
Have you ever been arrested abroad?
No.
Never been arrested abroad?
No. I lived in Greece for most time I was abroad, and literally I saw on the island I was on, I saw 2 police cars in 7 months.
Which island was this?
I was in Lemnos.
What were you doing in Lemnos?
Hey man, what people do in Lemnos, baby?
No, enlighten me. What do they do in Lemnos?
Oh, just drink alcohol and shit like that.
Oh.
But that's But I
I
was in other places in Greece.
Oh, that's
but that island of Lemnos, which is not small, you can cycle it in.
Yeah.
In a day and a half or something like that. Like you can cycle around it in like a day and a half. Beautiful island though. I saw 2 police cars. And there was no trouble. There was no theft. There was no robbery.
Is it as big as
Kavos is a bit bigger. So I've been in Kavos though.
So what year? What
in Kavos or Lemnos?
Kavos.
2 years ago.
2017. Oh, you were there.
Something like that.
Is it? Because I heard it's actually gone downhill now.
It's like, well, I don't know what it was like when it was at its
I was there
apex.
In 2015. It was actually okay in 2015. I was told it was a lot busier in subsequent years, but
probably going downhill a little bit though. I'd imagine most I mean, people go on lad holiday and shit like that, but now with like
Croatia and all that.
yeah, you got places like
Portugal's really come up.
I need
really
some of them.
quick.
I need some of them Portuguese. I don't know if they're racist or not, but I need some of them Portuguese chicks.
I wouldn't
Bruh.
imagine them being racist.
I wouldn't imagine the Spanish to be racist. You know why? Because they're freaking dark. But guess what?
No, I mean in terms of Portugal, in terms of how many black refugees go over there, like because they got a lot of people from Cape Verde, from Angola, and all that. So that's why I say what I said. But in Spain, like we talked about last time, they got so much laws. That
fuck them.
No,
not all Spanish people, but you know who I'm talking to. Fuck you.
What like Bilbao, Bilbao and that.
Fuck them, man. Fuck off,
No,
bruv. Fuck them motherfuckers, man.
No, but that's what I mean. I mean, they do have tight border control. They do have it. Like,
yeah.
I think
we'll see their economy's like soon, isn't it? Because their economy is not looking good. No, it's not looking good. No, you lie to yourself and tell you it is. It's not.
A lot of people blame the euro for that.
Yeah, yeah, but look at where the euro. Look at every country the euro's taken, bar Germany. Like nearly every country that's taken the euro has suffered. Why? I don't know. I'm not an economical. Is it economic?
I think it's a
I'm not an economic expert.
I think it's the borders and trade. I don't really do much. I haven't researched much into politics since God knows when. I think the last time I looked into it was Credit Crunch, and I had to. But I haven't looked into it since, and I do know it's got something to do with free trade agreements between the countries, which is not really benefiting the lesser countries who were it's benefiting more of the lesser countries in terms of bringing them up, but the richer it's basically a cause and effect. So basically, the smaller countries like let's say Romania, no offense to them, but like let's say Romania.
It's not an offense. Albania.
Yeah, those small.
Not an offense. You're a smaller country.
Yeah,
cool.
they've benefited because they've been able to take control of the Spanish and all that market and etc. But in turn, they have nothing else but the Spanish are losing. So that was the most I could make out of it. But again, I'm not an economist, so I wouldn't really know the actual reason why the euros has actually dipped. I mean, even like apparently. I hope they were trying to get Britain to take the euro.
Yeah, I know, and they're like, fuck that shit. I ain't got time for that. But we got the fucking sterling. The sterling somehow is still number one, which is really weird.
It's number 2 now.
No, it's number 1.
It's still number 1.
It's still number 1.
But have you not seen how much it's dipped?
It's still number 1
really
at the moment.
But
is it going to be like that in a year's time? I have no idea. We don't know the climate, but it's still number 1 at the moment. It's like it's sterling, US dollar, euro, but it's like Canadian dollar or something like that. Yeah, something like Australian dollar, some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but like I do hope that sterling improves soon because
otherwise it's euros. Otherwise it's euros.
Yeah,
euros looks like monopoly money.
Because I think you only make 5p on your sterling now. I think it's only like £1
it's not that much.
It's not.
It's not.
I remember when I went to Cavos and I had to transfer my money over. I think it was only like 1.21 at that time. This is 2015.
Yeah.
Now it's 1.10 or 1.05. It's really down. Like so, I'm like me personally like. I just hope that's up because I'm going to America soon.
But with Brexit like that, like the economy is different. Like of course it's going to be down because it's unstable at the moment. We're not there's no stability at the moment in time. But hopefully it will change. Yeah. But what are we talking about? Sorry, we're talking about politics. We're talking about ASAP.
Speaking of politics, actually.
Talking about ASAP.
Yeah, speaking of politics, a lot of people were saying because of his comments, that he done regarding Black Lives Matter, saying, remember when he said, I'm not sure if you remember this.
I know what it is.
He was saying that I live in Soho.
Soho, Beverly Hills.
Yeah, so I can't relate to that.
What were they saying?
Twitter is a savage place. Right. They were saying, well, I live in America. I can't relate to Sweden. I can't relate to Sweden. I live in Chicago. I can't relate to Stockholm. I can't relate. Yeah. They were like, but do you think that's? I don't think that's right.
If they're joking, then okay.
No, they're actually being serious.
Then that's stupid. That's stupid.
There is actually a trend that's literally going on where people are saying, well, because ASAP was saying what he was saying, he deserves exactly what he's getting.
That's stupid.
Thank you. But why do you think it's stupid? Like, let's talk about this.
Because an injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere.
Good point. but these guys don't see that.
Well,
Like I've seen,
they should look at Malcolm and Martin, shouldn't they?
I have actually looked into reaction on this. Like Iloho has reacted saying A$AP Rocky deserves it.
I don't know who Loho is.
Iloho, the one that was we were talking about colorism the other day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that YouTube channel. Other people reacted. They were all saying that A$AP Rocky has been making some comments regarding black women, regarding
What do you say about black women now?
Basically saying that he would prefer white women and light skin.
When?
I think it was on a radio interview. It was on.
He said
he was back in 2013. He was like,
Jesus Christ.
he was like he would rather go for them. Like he's more attracted to them. So
Okay, well, and trust me, I know this. Yeah, with some people are like, I would like someone who's 6 foot. Someone who's 6 foot. What do I say? Do I go, oh no, I'm never gonna, or should I just go, okay, cool, I don't want you, I'm gonna go to them Latino bitches that love these little niggas. I'd do that, wouldn't I? Don't get it wrong, I understand that's hurtful to a black woman, 100%. What's up? What?
Because it's actually true. The majority of them are so tiny.
Oh, okay, yeah. But these Latino bitches, man, I love them, man. I love them. I love my black women.
Oh, Lord.
But that's they second, bro. If I don't marry a black woman, I'm marrying a Latino. That's a fact. Latina. Yes, it's woman, isn't it? Yes, Latina. Yeah, I got to learn my language first, isn't it? Shit,
Yeah,
they ain't got to take me.
It's because English is the only language that doesn't have male and masculine like that.
Yeah.
So when you say like that, like everyone else is like.
You want to marry a little Latino man, do you? You want a Pablo instead of a Paula? See, I do know a little bit. Shit.
I'll give you that.
Thank you, bro.
Paula. I'll give you that one.
But yeah, like, so what? So these people, I understand where the women are coming from. What women are saying is, if the people, cause some of these niggas are stupid. All right, if they say, if A$AP Rocky says, I want a white woman or I want mixed race women, some of these niggas are gonna be like, yeah, you're right, black women is ugly, because they're not thinking. They don't think with their heads and hearts. Yeah, so they're just gonna follow whatever he says. But at the same time, women can have a preference.
Wait, A$AP Rocky never actually said that black women are like ugly or anything like that.
He says he wants a white woman.
Yeah.
Cool, nigga. All right.
It was along those lines. He would like white mixed race. Along, I can't exactly remember the video, but that's what he was saying, and they were like he was making those comments as well as his whole don't bring Black Lives Matter to me, which in my opinion, the Black Lives Matter one, I do feel that was very ignorant. I'm not gonna pretend and say, oh yeah, he's entitled to say that, because it's not really sending a message to. It's not really. It's like. Could you imagine if someone like a Nat Turner or someone like a Malcolm X was to be alive to them, they were to hear that, like how, like, because black problems was everyone's problem. Yeah, until like nowadays it's as if you can pick and choose. You know what I'm trying to say?
But what these and you're very right. But what these people fought for was the right to choose.
Yeah. But
A$AP Rocky is choosing. He's not blind. He's not saying that black people don't go through things. He's saying that's not me. That's not my lane. He doesn't want
to promote it.
He's not an activist. He's not this. He's that. He wants to fuck these bitches. He wants to make his shoes. He wants to wear Calvin Klein underwear, and he wants to have French braids. That's cool. That's what you want. These people are founding fathers, and all these, not founding fathers, all of these people that fought for our freedoms, yeah, literally did that so we had the right to be free, to choose.
This is actually a very interesting thing that I'm about to say.
Founding fathers was wrong. My bad, because founding fathers were all fucking slave traders. So fuck that, motherfuckers. And they did affect Britain, and they still affect Britain to this day. But carry on.
Yeah. No. There was actually a point that I actually want to say. You know, when I heard this narrative. You know, when Harriet Tubman was freeing the slaves, and some slaves actually wanted to stay. Do you think that's equivalent to what A$AP Rocky was saying? Because we have an activist in Harriet Tubman, and the slaves that wanted to stay are the ones that are like, yeah, that's not my thing though.
Why did they want to stay? Is the question.
Because they were being taken care of well. So because they were being taken care of well,
it's that right. It's the right to choose.
Yeah.
If you want to, it's like in Game of Thrones where Khaleesi was in the big tower and the old man said, "I'd like to sell myself back to slavery because these free houses that you actually put up for us is even worse than slavery because the young are preying on the older men and taking our shit. I'd like to." If you want me to be free is actually saying, oh, I could be a slave if I want to, but I have to have a contract or some shit like that. So it's all about the right to choose, your right of choice. A$AP Rocky has chose to do that. Now he's seeing what his choices have cost him.
Okay. So
he should have the right to choose.
Yeah.
I know that sounds mad as a black person. It sounds fucking mad. But it's the right to choose.
Honestly, I actually agree with you because I personally feel like when we look at things objectively and when we look at things for what they are, because we can't it's true. This is the thing. Even though it was very, the reason why I say that is because like the reason why I'm gonna say this. It was what he said kind of riled up kind of imagine the activists hearing that. You know, like we're trying to do something positive, and then there's another person in the political limelight who is not at least giving them their like because in the interview he didn't say shout out to people that are fighting for us, but it's just not my fight. I think if he were there like that, probably would have been a different.
But I guarantee that he would have even.
He still would have been dragged.
No. Even if he did that interview today without being in Sweden, I think he would have worded it differently. We're talking about what? This was 2012?
Yeah, he was
2012?
Yeah,
Take 7 years away from my age, your age. What are we going to be talking about? Give us a stupid amount of money, all these bitches just trying to fuck for nothing, and all these platinum plaques and that shit. We might say the same thing, but with the benefit of maturity comes wording your shit differently.
I completely, like, see, this is where I don't agree with the black... with the people that were bringing up those receipts and were saying to him, blah blah. We're saying to him that we don't relate to Stockholm. Listen. As far as we're concerned, they were basically saying, as far as we're concerned, we're not. That's your struggle, and we don't relate to it, sort of thing. Like because you didn't really relate to our struggle. Which
you do because it's white people unfairly,
but not to them. Is what they were saying.
That's the stupid.
I know. I know
because you still do.
Because the more that you really dissect and analyze it, the more you see that you should really be defending
really
A$AP. Yeah. At all costs, because he's still one of your brothers. Like he may have said something that was not properly worded or anything like that, but he's still your brother. Like you didn't I think Harriet Tubman killed he shot the guy that wanted to stay behind. She basically shot the people that wanted to stay behind and took the ones that didn't want to stay behind. Basically,
I'm not sure. Maybe
I think that's the story. Should I turn this on? Damn.
On a light?
Yeah.
I'd imagine so.
Damn. Okay, let's do it anyway.
We did say no. Go quickly. Where is it? Which one is it? Is it behind?
Yeah. Do it. We'll be right back. One second. I forgot to turn this on when we started.
You did say lights on, lights off. I said lights on. And you were like, okay.
Yeah, I know.
It's alright. It doesn't matter. It's still an interesting conversation to carry on.
Yeah. I hope. I'm so sorry that I literally just remembered this.
It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's alright. Turn your brightness settings up instead. It's like Game of Thrones. I did it to you. Shit. If they could do it, we could do it, nigga. Shit.
Yeah, man. Oh my days. That battle scene, by the way. Fam. We were watching literally. He was done in the dark. Could you imagine if Could you imagine if the Avengers battle scene was that dark? We couldn't see anything.
But I watched it at home, so I turned my brightness up on my laptop.
We didn't. But should we have had to do that though?
No, shouldn't have to do that. You're right, but because we shouldn't have to do it. We're gonna sit in the dark and be stubborn, like well, no.
I didn't mean to turn it up because mine was already on the brightest, so it was just pretty much
What you were saying.
But I do see what anyway. So we're back on now. Do apologies for that. If you see that on the recording, I'm not gonna edit it out.
So you are gonna see it then.
Yeah.
It's not if you see it; it's you're gonna see it. Alright, that's cool.
So basically, yeah. So back to the point I was making. ASAP. I don't think. I think it was. By the way, someone correct me if I'm wrong in regards to Harriet Tubman shooting the people that wanted to stay behind. I want to get that right. So if I'm wrong, someone correct me in the comment section. But it's something I believe I've heard when I was growing up and learning about this in history. So, but it is kind of equivalent. But that was why I brought it up. It's kind of equivalent to, you can't, in my opinion, I think everyone's always up for forgiveness, because literally you can literally change just by lying on a sofa and then realize and then be like, oh shoot, yeah, I shouldn't have said that. You know what I mean? Like, and that could be in a matter of hours, days, months, weeks, no matter how long it takes. And everyone is capable of change. So in my opinion, I don't think it's something that ASAP should still be paying for in today's, like, no.
Do we have the update on him?
He's definitely sentenced to prison now.
He's sentenced to prison because it's up to 2 years, isn't it?
No,
until the trial's over.
Yeah. I think
also, he's still in holding or whatever.
Yeah, he's in.
They're still holding him.
Yeah. So, I think, also, did you hear about Freddie Gibbs in Finland? I believe.
It wasn't Finland. It was a different one. It was this one is
Austria.
fucking.
My bad.
This one
Austria,
is
yeah.
fucking. So this happened 2 years ago, innit? That's madness.
When I heard it, no one covered it, by the way.
No, they did it on the Breakfast Club, on this last album, and that's why I heard it.
Yeah, no, yeah, I know. But when it was happening, I heard it when it was happening in real time. I heard it from this YouTuber.
No, they did it on the Breakfast Club as in 2 years ago when he just got out. They told him.
I know that, but I'm saying in real time when it was happening, It was around this. It wasn't a year ago. It wasn't 2 years ago. It was a year ago.
A year ago?
Yeah, because when this was happening, it was when the whole 6ix9ine was coming up and was like, there was all the attention was on that. And this guy, his name is Elo Yassin. He covered it and saying with 6ix9ine getting all this publicity, we are missing the real news, like someone like Freddie Gibbs, who is actually in facing trial for sexual assault charges.
Yeah, so do you want to explain to people who don't know?
This was disgusting. Because
crazy,
when I read it last year, I was like, raw.
Like,
oh my God.
They get niggas for everything. But.
In Austria, yeah, Freddie Gibbs was being tried for sexual assault because this girl thought, literally, it's a thought. It's a literal thought.
A dream.
It was a dream. Well, basically, you get it what I mean. Mm-hmm. She basically dreamt. Let me say. She basically dreamt that Freddie Gibbs had sex with her. She had a dream,
and she told it in the trial that it was a dream, and they're still like,
they were still looking.
Yeah.
I was like, what? And you would think because it was a dream, the case is over, right? But they were still going on.
Obviously, I'm on the side of Freddie Gibbs because he's a black man, and if that sounds terrible to you, then you don't.
Do you know how many people get accused of rape? Yeah. And then they go to prison, and then after they go into prison, people come out and say,
the person's like, nah, he didn't actually rape me at all.
So I'm on the side of not just him because he's a black man. I agree with you on that, because we face the most injustice in the world, but also the fact that he's a man, because believe me, like, you should
always listen. I wouldn't just side someone because they're a man. I would always listen to the case.
But that's what's happening to us. Like people like when it comes to women and they cry rape, everyone listens to me.
The first question is what happened. The first thing is
what happened.
The first thing isn't put the man in prison. What should be happening? I'm telling you, what should be, not actually what it is.
Yeah.
But what should be happening is literally what happened.
Yeah.
Don't just drape the man up, put him in a cell, and then be like, yo, tell us what you did.
But that's what I was speaking to. That's literally what I was speaking to, because that's what's happening to us. But like, no, we're not being hurt. Like, it's not a case of let's actually hear the case out and let's actually analyze and see what actually happened. It's just okay, that's what you heard. Cool. This one was so ridiculous because it was just. I'm like, I look at Freddie Gibbs and I'm like, why does he need to? I just no. The reason why I say that is because some people you can just look and you can just be like, you can tell by just by.
I mean, it's definitely not a.
It's a bit prejudice, yeah.
It's not something that we should do, but.
It's not like that, but I'm saying that there are some people that you hear some of the cases and you're like, you're just like, yeah, I think he actually did it. But I'm saying in terms of listening to Freddie Gibbs and listening to what he talks about, you wouldn't guess that.
But you wouldn't guess someone like Ted Bundy.
I don't know his story, so you have to fill me in on that one.
Okay, well, it's fine.
It's
just essentially he's a serial killer. Who's serial killer? It's one of the most famous serial killers in American history, who literally just he's like Jack the Ripper famous, but for Americans. Like he's like literally went around rape, murder.
Prostitutes?
No.
Oh.
College.
I've heard of a prostitute one.
College. Like dorm girls, like their sorority shit like that. Go in, rape, murder. They brought him in. They brought him in, questioned him, put him in like holding. He escaped, went to a different place. It's like 1970s.
Wow.
Escaped, went on a bus to Florida, did the same thing. They got him again. He escaped again. Went somewhere else, murdered someone else.
Hold on. You escaped twice. Why didn't you stop?
Because this is not logical people. These are killers. These are mass murderers. They're not doing it they're not going to do it. And if they get away with it, like, oh, sick. They have a need to do it. They have a need to feel control, to take someone's life, to have someone's life in the balance and say, I could kill you. I could end you right now. That is what gets them off. It's different. It's not just we're not just me and you where seeing a woman having a good time gets us off. It's not that. It is I could end your everything. It could be like a Thanos snap and it's gone.
Wow. I wouldn't want I like Thanos, so I wouldn't want him liking to those guys. I actually like him.
He's a mass murderer, so are they.
Technically, but
there's no technically about it. He's a mass murderer.
Something this half of the world was. But he didn't do it like through rape though. He just did it.
Rape, whatever, dog. It's murder. Murder and rape are 1 and 1A.
Yeah.
I think rape is probably worse than murder.
Yeah, no, rape is worse. I think rape you serve maximum sentence, fam.
Nah, not by the eyes of the law. I just myself. So subjectively, I think rape is worse than murder.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no. I will agree with you. I think they do get I don't think. I think murder gets more in the eyes of the law. Anyway, back to
free Flocko, man. Free Flocko. Free goddamn Flocko, man.
Yeah.
Free him.
Honestly, I do personally believe that 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 ASAP people should get behind him. Don't forget what he said, but don't hold a grudge. It's been like 5 years now, 4 or 5 years. You don't know the guy's mental state, in my opinion. I mean, look at Big Sean, for example. Like the guy.
I'm in beast mode. There was beauty in the beast mode.
But the guy, like,
big man.
Have you heard his new song "Single Again"?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you go from I don't fuck with you?
Good try.
I know.
you kind of missed that layup a little bit. You had the layup there. I fell over. You slipped on the water.
Yeah. How do you go from IDFW to bringing your ex onto a track?
I love
that. I love that.
That's a gangster move. That is.
Yeah, because he actually
It's not just a
Bro,
girl. It's not.
and
It's
she
not. It's
actually
not
went-
just a girl. It's not. It's not just a girl. It's Janae. Yeah. It's not just the Janae. It's Janae that had a tattoo of your face on her, and you still got her on that track. Told her we'll be better off friends. I was walking home from work last night. I was like, how this nigga do that? I was like, that's different game.
Honestly, like, this is why I say that he's actually changed. Because this is why I say he actually changed. Because, like, I know that with the whole whatever happened with him and Nia Lee or whatever, Nia Lee, I mean,
Oh no, that is.
that was his ex before Janae. No, before Ariana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so when they broke up, he released that song, and that was I Don't Fuck With You.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, got with Ariana Grande, and then they broke up. What did he? I don't think he dissed Ariana too much, but I do think he was quick to move on, and whatever problems he had with Janae Aiko was because of that. I personally feel it's because of that. I did see a couple of people say that him and Ariana Grande have been seeing each other again.
Makes sense.
But I don't know.
She's gonna be in a very
vulnerable state.
state because of Mac and because of Pete Davidson.
Yeah. So
It swoops
that's
in
harsh,
Big Sean.
though. That is so harsh. Because when you put it like that, yeah, that's harsh.
It depends on if you think that he's doing it as a predator or as a friend. If he's just preying on that, it's harsh. But if he's just doing it as a friend and then they go and grab lunch and have sex and then they're cool, that's cool.
But come on, like,
That never happened to you?
Think about this for a minute. No, it's happened. It's not. No. Let's think about this for a minute. Haven't you ever been in a breakup that you're like, if we see each other, it's on?
On as in what? We're fighting.
Like, it's gonna happen.
Fighting or having sex.
Having sex, yeah.
Yeah.
Like when we see each other, it's on.
Yeah.
So if you have that thought, wouldn't the best course to be like, let's not see each other?
Why?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I just have a rule saying, that that you do not actually sleep with your exes ever. If you broke up, that's it. Leave it. Go. And that's because I've been through. I'm not gonna talk about it. That's because I have actually slept with one of my exes, and I never had the best time getting over it. Just haven't. And the only reason why I did it is because my friend said you gotta bang it out. Just gotta you literally just gotta bang it out your system, and you'll be fine afterwards.
Yeah, if you're looking for closure, yeah. But if you're not looking for closure, that's terrible advice.
Yeah, I was looking for closure.
But then you should have got closure then.
I didn't know I was looking for closure at the time. Who knows what they're looking for at the time? I was really confused. At 1 minute, I was like, okay, let's get back together. No, man, it was like, I don't know if we should get back together. But I didn't really know. If I wanted closure, I wouldn't be having sex with her. That would have been for facts. Now my mentality is whether we have closure or not, we're not sleeping together. End of. Like, so even if I want closure or I want sex from you, it's not happening either way. Because I know that brings more damage to the case. Which is anyway, yeah. Anyway, what? So you would actually sleep with your ex?
Have.
Wow. How was that? How did that work out for you?
Yeah, it's cool. I'm an adult.
So am I, but
Are you? I'm an adult. It works out pretty well. It's cool.
I actually saw myself walking into that.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yes. No, it's just adult shit. Cool. Do that.
Anyway,
do that. Fist bump afterwards or whatever. Bam. That was good. High fives. Get some pizza and then just go peace, man. Yeah.
I don't know.
Still speak to them to this days. To these days, yeah. A lot of my exes I still speak to this day.
No, I can speak to them.
We go for lunch, we go for dinner.
Yeah, that can happen.
No, we do. It's not. It can. It happens.
No, that can happen.
When was the last time you did it?
Last time I did it.
And then I regularly go to dinner with my exes.
I don't think it's a competition like that.
Was no competing. No competing. I'm asking you when you do it.
I don't.
So you don't do it then?
No, I mean I can do it.
But what if you can? Then why don't you?
I'm broke, and I would rather spend the money on
lunch.
Yeah, I'd rather spend my money on the girl.
Then they're not your friends then.
I never said they was.
Ah, they're still my friends.
Okay.
That's why I can still have sex if I want to.
So
In fact, that's the best. No, well, maybe, but
That's exactly what
no, they're the best because they know you. They know exactly what you like and you don't like, and they know if and.
But you're still getting benefits from them, are you not?
What's the benefit?
Sex.
Is that not? They're getting a benefit from
lunch.
me. Who's paying?
Are you paying for the lunch?
Sometimes we usually take it in
Say
turns.
that thing.
So you take it in turns.
What?
You take it in turns. So one day she'll pay for it, and then I'll pay for it. And she'll pay for it. I'll pay for it.
That's civil. That's
Yeah, as in like, and it's not. It could be anything. Say I pay £6 for a coffee, and then we go for dinner, and it's a £40. She'll pay for it, and then we'll go for we'll go for lunch, and it'll be £26.80. I'll pay for it, and then she pays for coffee £2, and she pays for it. You know what I'm saying? It's literally every other time you pay for it. And that's with all of them. That's a friendship.
Yeah. No. You're right. That's a friendship. And I don't have any. I'm not friends with my ex. I don't think it's because I choose not to be friends with my exes. It's just because I really do think
I don't fuck with you. That's why.
No, that's not. There was only one girl I've done that to. Oh, this was funny. I've actually played that song when she walked into a club.
You little stupid.
Oh my god. This was 2013. Like Culture Store. Oh my gosh. I was it was unnecessary because I didn't have to. I just didn't have to. And she wasn't even that important.
Sometimes you should.
No. But she wasn't.
Let them know how little important they are.
No. She wasn't important. Put it like she really wasn't important in this compared to my other exes that I've had.
Yeah.
But I just had to it just made perfect comedic sense.
Why?
To do
Yeah.
so.
Why not? Sometimes you've got to be petty. Sometimes
I wasn't actually petty though.
That is petty.
No, but I wasn't petty in my own heart.
But
I
that was
really
petty.
wasn't. Yeah, no, it was a petty move.
Yeah.
It was a petty move.
Yeah.
I just wasn't petty.
Yeah, but
like
you can't just no.
No, I didn't feel that.
You did a petty thing. That's it.
But I didn't feel that pettiness. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, cool.
I didn't.
That doesn't mean
actually
that
feel
doesn't that does no. That doesn't make that makes sense, but it's not right. What you did is petty, so you were petty.
Yeah.
Cool. Fine.
I wasn't petty though.
You were petty because you just played that song when she came in. That's petty. No matter if you liked her or don't like her, or if it was funny or it wasn't funny, it's still a petty move.
Yeah, it's a petty.
So you can't say it's not petty.
But I'm not petty though.
Okay, cool. But you did a petty thing, so you did that. So you are petty.
Yeah, that moment was petty. Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Like you listen, you not hearing what you're saying.
I do hear what I'm saying.
Right, cool.
What I'm trying to say is, what I'm trying to say is, she walked in. I was like, it'd be so funny right now if I played this song, and then I played it.
Yeah,
that's all it was.
That's petty.
But I didn't feel any ill towards her.
Cool.
I actually didn't.
That's even worse then. That's even worse. So that's probably more sociopath than petty.
That's a Joker's standards.
No, it's petty. I know what you're saying, but it doesn't make sense. It's still petty.
It wasn't funny, but anyway, I personally think that the reason I'm not friends with my exes is because of the fact that how I handled the breakup?
You cheated on all of them with white women, didn't you?
I didn't.
How dare you, sir? How dare you, sir? Was it that one? You know the one. You know the one. You know the one. You know the vibes.
No.
You know the vibes. It was, wasn't it?
What? Which one?
It was that one, wasn't it?
What year are we talking? Just give me a year.
This year.
No. Hell no.
Yeah,
no one from this
it
year.
was. It was that one.
No one from this year.
It was that one in High Wycombe, wasn't it?
Oh, piss off.
The ass eater. It's alright, my brother. It's cool. I'm joking.
You're still continuing.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna keep it going for a while.
Joke.
I'm gonna keep it going. Yeah, I'm gonna. It's dead. It is dead. Okay,
Anyway.
you could barely contain that. You
Anyway.
could barely get it in your mouth. Pause.
Wow. Pause.
But anyway.
Anyway, the point I was making was
Free flocker, man.
Nah, not just free flock. I think we're done by that now.
Yeah, but still free flocker, man. That's not cool, man.
No, it's not. But the point I was making was I believe is the way I reacted to my exes is the reason why we're not friends.
Because you caught them in bed with
No,
they caught you in
they were
bed with
cool.
these
They were
white
cool.
women.
They never
These
cheated on me.
snow bunnies. No, you cheated on them with these snow bunnies.
No, I never cheated on them.
With these white Nubian queens.
There was only one girl I cheated on, and that was when I was younger. I was like 16, 17.
Fair enough.
She's married now, so all kudos to
To
her.
another white queen.
No, she's actually cool with her.
turned her
Like,
lesbian.
no, we are actually family friends. Like,
Did you? When's the last time you saw her?
she's back in Nigeria now, so
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That's what I'm saying. She's married now.
Nice.
She's literally moved. Like, I'm literally happy for her. In terms of what was it? In terms of my exes, I've never. I think it's the way like I said, I think it's the way I've reacted to everything because that's the main reason why we're not friends with. Why I'm not friends with my exes. It's either the way I reacted or the way they reacted. I wasn't really the mature type to deal with these situations. If that makes any sense.
No, you? Not mature? Please tell me more. Well, I'm asking you a question. Or is this better? Tell me more, tell me more.
Could you please ask it in a mature tone?
Yeah, I did. Tell me more, tell me more.
Anyway. No, it's just it's just I personally
These snow
I
bunnies.
threw tantrums.
You what?
I threw tantrums.
You throw tantrums.
Yeah, there was one girl that I was dating in 2015 that took me to McDonald's to break up with me.
Nice.
I was mad.
What did you get? What did she get you though?
She didn't get me anything.
How dare she?
Thank you.
Not even
this is why I was mad.
Not even a flake McFlurry.
This is why
not even a apple pie.
This is actually why I was mad.
I'm not asking for a double cheeseburger, bitch.
This is why I was mad. We didn't even get anything to eat. We just went upstairs, sat down. I'm like, why did we meet here then? I don't understand. You could just done that on the street. I was thinking that we were gonna get some food, chill. We ain't seen each other for ages. Just like that. That didn't make sense.
She just snapped you out, huh?
Yeah, literally.
She
like
just
that.
half of you left.
But the thing is, I was only angry for that moment because I was hungry. Because she wanted to be in the McDonald's. I thought we could just going for a meal. But I didn't. Maybe there's social cues to breakups when you're meeting at a food place. Maybe McDonald's is a cue for
no. It just means that we're in a public setting, so you can't be too shouty.
Yeah, I wasn't too shouty. I was still. I did go to the toilet.
Cry.
No.
Shit yourself.
No.
Just take a shit.
First one.
Both?
No. Number 3 had to be introduced.
Shitting and crying. Ain't nothing wrong with it. A good shit cry.
Nah, that's number 4. Number 3.
What was 3? Take a shit.
Pee and cry.
Take a piss and cry.
Yeah.
There's a lot of water in it, man. Ah, shit. But it's it's a lot of water.
Nah, anyway.
Nothing wrong with it. Fair enough.
But anyway,
Did you like her? Did you like her?
Yeah, I did a lot. She was 21 at the time. 21, 22. If I go wrong, I don't really care. She was. She was. I would say she was 21, 22. I would say. But anyway, the point was. I actually in that situation. I was actually. This is a bit hard for me to say. In that situation, I was only angry for that situation. But after I went home, a couple of weeks have passed. I was actually fine.
Masturbated a couple of times. Got out of your system.
Without putting that out there. I actually didn't masturbate. I actually just got another go. This was before I became a celly.
What the hell is a celly?
Celibate.
Is that your DJ name?
Yeah.
Is that it?
That was the nickname. I literally just twisted it. The guy that gave me the nickname was saying so that because it's celly on your celly, like on your cell phone. But I just twisted it to I can actually also mean this. So but anyway, it just worked for this moment.
Being celibate must be fucking tough. It sounds
That's a
like
lifestyle.
it sounds horrible.
It's a lifestyle.
It just sounds boring.
No.
Really, really
It's actually
boring.
really productive, actually.
Nah.
I'm actually very productive.
Maybe past the first like month, maybe you'd be productive, but after 4 or 5 days, so we can think about it. Like, oh my god.
Let's see. It's been 9-10 months now. Since my ex.
That sounds terrible.
So, it's been 9-10 months. So,
Ugh.
yeah. So, but when you're in your head, it's the worst. But when you're out of your head, you're actually very productive.
I'm sure.
For a day, huh?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh God, it sounds horrible.
But before my ex, it was I was celibate for like 2 to 3 years. 3 years, I'll say, since 2015, I believe. What?
Yeah. Anyway, move on. So we talk about something else.
Anyway,
sick.
What I'm saying is, yeah, back then, I actually had so many other things to turn to. You know what I mean? Back then, I actually had to turn to. Anyway, but speaking to this,
I don't know what you said, but okay. What you said, but all right.
Oh, I was saying that I was turning to. I had like alcohol, women. I didn't really masturbate. I was like, okay, cool, just call this person. I actually went to Cavos after her, so it was pretty much dealt with there.
Fair enough.
It was pretty much dealt with there, and that's when I started this whole journey.
Got burned a couple times.
Huh?
Got burned a couple times. Happens.
But that's why I said I think Big Sean is genuine in the way he's handling the whole thing. Like I said, like a man. Because in my last breakup, I didn't do anything. I didn't even see any girl. I didn't even masturbate. I didn't do nothing. I just literally focused on getting over it. And its mentality just seems like someone who has actually sought help to be like, why is this thing keep happening to me? Because he's been through so many relationships in such a short space of time, and it seems like he's actually got help.
Yeah, he just keeps cheating. See, there's your big fucking.
So why would he diss Natalie then?
Hmm?
I don't get it. Why would he make idea? If he cheated on her.
I don't know if he cheated on her or not, but he probably. Come on, this nigga definitely cheats. Come on.
I don't think so.
Come on, bro. What, you think him and Janae didn't work out? Why?
I think it's because she wanted marriage and he didn't.
You think so?
Yeah, no, that's actually what was said.
You think so?
Yeah, I think they both wanted different things.
You think he didn't never cheat on her?
I don't think so. I think he'd be dumb. I mean, look at Janae Aiko, for Christ's sake. Look at Janae Aiko, for Christ's sake.
Let me say what every person here is thinking.
Don't bring Beyonce into this. I'm just talking. This girl. One second.
Exactly.
This girl can sing your bedtime story when you fall asleep. You're like, that's how. Like, I can't. I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking too much for myself. Because if I had someone like
a bedtime story.
Yeah, her voice is that soothing.
That's what you want to her. That's what you want to do with her.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. I don't want to see that bedtime story.
Huh?
I don't want to ever hear a bedtime story from Janae. Okay, not one.
Like what? Sing it?
Never.
What? You don't want to sing it to you?
Never.
Have you not heard her voice?
No, what does she sound like?
Oh, you haven't heard her voice.
Stupid motherfucker. Of course I've heard her voice. What type of question is that?
Want that?
No.
To sing.
Why would I? When was the last time you had a bedtime story?
Oh, nah.
Or a bedtime song? Why?
You know what I mean, though. You know what I mean. I mean, like, literally, someone, like, she's singing you just, like... I
would love to have a conversation with her, because I think she's got a great mind. Yeah, have you got a great mind? No?
I think she does.
Okay, so that would be a lot better, eh? Plus, she's probably super freaky.
Yeah.
Look at her. Just look at her, bro. Just look at her. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Off of that. What's the next topic?
Albums.
I have waited lifetimes to find you. Oh my, yeah, we got you there. Huh?
Let's talk about albums.
Go for it.
Oh, actually, no. Before we go into albums, this is a rascal.
Oi!
Do you think he's underrated?
Where's his rated? Where is his rating? I have no idea what his rating is. Legend. That's what he is.
Yeah, but like he doesn't really get mentioned a lot when it comes to legends in the UK. Like it's always Wiley.
Who does?
Skept,
Nah. Dizzy does.
Dizzy gets.
For me,
think so?
I'm talking subjectively. Dizzy gets mentioned.
Okay, objectively.
Boy in the Corner is one of the best albums.
It is.
In British history, in musical history.
wouldn't go that.
No, it is. It is. 100%.
I mean, it's got its variety, but I wouldn't go as. I mean,
I love you. Love you. Love you. Yo.
This moment right now.
Was he?
Yeah.
What's he doing? What's going on? I haven't seen that.
You're having your moment.
Oh, my bad. Dizzy Rascal. Yeah, really good. Really good.
Yeah,
the guy could spit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. When you look at the all-time British artists, he doesn't really get mentioned. It's always
who does now? I don't hear anyone talk about all-time British artists. It's not like in America where people will go Jay-Z and Nas and Biggie. I don't know why Biggie is in top 5, but whatever.
Wow. Okay, let's talk about this one.
Nah, what?
Okay, why don't you consider Biggie in your top?
He hasn't got enough music.
He's got enough.
No, he doesn't.
You don't think he's
Royce the 5'9" is a better rapper than Biggie. Pusha T is a better rapper than Biggie. I might even. I might even say that Rick Ross is a better rapper than Biggie.
No.
But only because these people have now proved it.
Yeah.
We don't know what Biggie would have done, so we cannot say that. Tupac is different. Even though they both died young, Tupac brought out 7, 8 albums before he died. Solidified. All Eyes on Me. He did it 3, 4 days. Are you fucking crazy? The first double disc ever, and it's still legendary. You could probably go top to bottom and skip one track maybe, and that's probably Thug Passion. And Thug Passion's it's still a good song. I heard it's the bomb. You know what I'm saying?
Took me a while to get into that.
But you're whatever. You're you. Biggie different.
It took me a while to get into Thug Passion, not the album.
Oh, okay.
The album.
Thug Passion. It's alright.
It is a throwaway.
Of course. It's a posse cut.
Yeah.
So about 4 people on it, 4 or 5 people on it, including Tupac. But anyway, these people are solidified. They've earned it. We don't know what he would have done with his 3rd album. We don't know what he done with his 4th album. We don't know what he done in his 5th album. He cannot go in my top 5. He can't. He can go as an honourable mention and a legend, 100%. But he's not going in my top 5. It's not happening.
Interestingly, people say the same thing about Andre 3000.
3 Stacks.
Yeah, Andre 3000.
3 Stacks. What they call them 3 Stacks?
Oh, okay.
Because the stack is 1,000.
Yeah. I get it now. I've been wondering because I've been hearing that, and I've been wondering.
They call him either 3K or 3 Stacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Andre 3K.
Of course he can go in there.
Why?
Stankonia. He's part of a group.
Yeah,
he's part of a group, and those 2 rappers by themselves are incredible. Together,
but I can easily flip that to say that
what?
that Tupac was part of Deja Underground.
Okay.
He moved from Deja Underground, released solo projects.
Okay.
So why can't Andre 3000 go from Outkast and release solo projects?
He can.
Why hasn't he done it?
He hasn't done it.
Why not?
I'm not him. I
so
can't.
How could he be part of your top 10?
Whatever, top 10.
Top 5.
Because he's brought albums. He's been on tracks.
Yeah.
That are fucking gold.
So has Biggie. Biggie's been on tracks.
One song. One song.
No,
and name 5 Biggie features.
Let's see.
And your phone's down because he's a legend. He's a fucking one of the greatest of all time. You should fucking know this. He's in your top 5. I need that answer.
Did I say he's my top 5?
You're defending him, fam. So now you are everyone who's looking at me crazy.
I'm creating conversation, right?
I don't need your conversation, bro.
We
could talk about something else because no need to. You don't need to. You don't need to put your 2 cents in. To me, you're not going to change my mind at all. It's not going to happen because, unfortunately, the man is not around. Now, is it his fault he's not around? No, 100%. Is it a shame that he died? Yes, it is 100%. It's a fucking shame that both of them died because they're both legends and the world would not be this way. Even though the world's a great place at the moment.
So you consider him a legend?
I think he's a legend.
You consider him a legend?
Yeah.
Why do you consider him a legend then?
Because you can see who he influenced. You can see see his influence on the game.
Good point. Okay, good point. But if The only thing I'm saying is, if he's not in your top 5, how comes Andre 3 Stacks is actually
Because
there?
he's been, as I say, name
Yeah.
5 Biggie features.
5 Biggie features. Craig Mack, Flavor in Your Ear. Off the top of my head, off the rip.
Before he died.
Yeah, I'm going to it.
Because when
there's a music video for it.
Because when I
man.
start hearing saying you say fucking nasty girl,
No,
I'll be like,
no,
I'll be like, this conversation's over.
That's a compilation album. Come on, man. I think he done a couple of tracks with. I think he done more of it with Bad Boy. Really, people. I think he done a bit with Mace. I can't remember the tracks though. I mean, I do like the fact that you're doing the Running Man right now.
No, I'm not. That's the Cabbage Patch. Running Man is. I'm doing that.
I don't know what that is. What are you doing?
I'm just waiting.
I know.
There's loads of Junior Mafia tracks. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But But what album?
I think Lil Kim. He's featuring Lil Kim as well. Projects. I can't really remember. That's the thing. I can't remember this song. Like you're putting me on the spot here.
That's why I need to speak to a Biggie fan.
Yeah,
I'm a Biggie fan.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of Biggie's music.
Can you please enlighten us?
What of 5 features?
5
No,
features.
I can't.
What?
I'm a fan. I'm not a super fan. I can't give you that.
Then I'm a fan then.
Yeah, you didn't say you weren't.
Oh, okay.
I just said name 5 features.
I'm struggling to. I'm really struggling to.
So 3 stacks, right?
Yeah.
So 3 stacks.
Oh no.
Them two. Them two.
Features.
Yeah, not even do features. Doesn't even do features. The tracks, just him and Big Boy.
Yeah.
You've literally got Stankonia, legendary album. You've got the Idle Wild soundtrack, which is good. You've got obviously The Love Below and Speakerbox.
Yeah.
You've got seven player Cadillac music. That one long title. You've got Aquemini. These are all though 3 out of those I named are classic albums where it's just
solo.
hit.
I said solo.
Yeah, but why do you have to be a solo album out?
Because I could make.
No, you go on, make the argument. Please do.
Because
let everyone hear it.
Because barring Junior Mafia is Biggie's group.
Yeah.
He's probably released one album under him.
Okay.
One album. I think.
One album before he died. One album with Junior Mafia.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. One album with Junior Mafia. One album before he died.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, he's got 2 projects.
Cool. Sick. If we say Kendrick can't be in there because he hasn't got enough music and been out enough time, then we have to say Biggie cannot be in there.
Trust me, listen. We're saying the same thing. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
I'll calm down a little bit then.
To try and take Andre 3 Stacks out of that, because in my opinion, like I said, we haven't got one solo. We've got group projects. It's like
we do have a solo album of him, okay. But Love Below is a solo album. It's just him. They did a double disc. One was Speakerbox, which was all fucking 3. Was all Big Boy, and the other one was Love Below. So we have it. We do.
It was under Outkast release.
Of course it was. Yeah. But it was his album and his album.
Nope.
It was.
Nope.
100%.
Nope.
Google it.
No, I'm not disagreeing.
You are. But you are. You're saying no. The word no.
Saying, yeah, I'm saying, but it was still an Outkast release. It was still a group project.
A double disc, one on one side, one on the other.
Yeah, one Big Boy, one. But what was the name that was being used to promote it?
Oh, who was the group? Who was in? You mean?
What was the name? Was it called The Love Below by Andre 3 Stacks and Speakerbox by Big Boy? So is Big
Boy.
Yeah, by Big Boy.
In fact, you stumbled.
Yeah, I have to check myself sometimes. Now, was it promoted like that, or was it
Outkast? Under Outkast.
It was promoted as Outkast. Now,
so like do we have?
This is what I'm saying. When it comes to solo albums, you don't see Kendrick putting TDE on it, or you don't see like J. Cole putting Dreamville over his Forest Hill Drives album. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a J. Cole project. It's a J. Cole solo project. He's got a Dreamville project, which has got artists upon artists,
everyone,
blah blah. But we know that's a club group that he's part of. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm trying to say. As Andre 3000 released an album that is literally Andre 3000. Okay, so
He's got mixtapes, I think. No,
he's got mixtapes.
I think so. And it might, if it is mixtapes, it's usually just his solo songs that didn't make Outkast album. Just put into.
Why didn't he just make an album out of that? I would have taken that.
I don't know. He doesn't want to.
Like,
A and B was a lot of pressure being 3 stacks. There's a lot of pressure being three stacks. Because now we're waiting for his album.
Yeah.
It's not. Oh, it's the 3 stack album out. Oh, I want to listen to that later. It's where is his album? Where is his album?
Yeah, because
where is his album?
Everyone. It's like, look, I've never been in a group. I don't know what's the appeal of it. I don't know why, but I mean, I could like, I had this same argument with Fonte before he started releasing his own solo projects.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people were saying Lil Brother, and then he collabed with Eric, forget his name, Eric Robertson, I believe it was, and he started collaborating with
Foreign exchange.
Yeah, foreign exchange.
Nikolai
or something like.
No, it is Nikolai.
Nikolai. Oh, I thought he had long ass last name. Anyway, he's been in groups. That's what I'm trying to say. He's just been in groups. Mm-hmm. So until he started releasing his own projects, I think he's got 3 out now. I could say, yeah, he's definitely up there. Yeah, because he's open. He's done it all.
100%. He's up there.
But I'm saying
undisputed.
But that's undisputed. But the fact that it's but Andre 3 stacks cannot get the same kind of undisputed status with him because he hasn't. That's what I'm trying to say.
But he's been in a 2-person group. If it's in Slaughterhouse and you're saying
Royce the 5'9", but Royce the 5'9" has also brought out his own mixtapes and albums.
But if this is a 4-person group, yeah, I'd understand what you're saying. But this is 2 people, two. That's it. Me and my boy. Yeah. So you're saying so by that definition, yeah.
So you're saying So let me get it straight. Let me get it straight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fonte, foreign exchange only. No Lil Brother. Yeah. No nothing. You just done foreign exchange releases. Yeah. Would it still be your top?
Just foreign exchange.
Just foreign exchange.
No.
Why not? It's the 2-person group.
Because foreign exchange is an R&B group, so he's not rapping. So get your groups right next time. Next time you can't test a nigga like that. Yeah, foreign exchange is an R&B group. R&B, not rapping.
Okay.
Because Fonte can sing as well, can't he? Mm-hmm. If you said Little Brother, I can say
Little Brother is 3.
But one's a producer, 2 are rappers. It's like saying Q-Tip. You can't say Q-Tips are one of the best, or.
Yeah, but I wasn't really counting the producer because Nikolai doesn't really rap on it either.
Yeah.
Like Nikolai only.
Oh, but I could say he's one of the best singers of all time. Then yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not best singer of all time.
But that was my thinking. That's what.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going from. This is a 2-man group. He's a rapper. Like he's a rapper. So that's what's going on. That's what's going on.
I can see what you're doing. I can see what you mean.
What I'm trying to say is, okay, Ninth Wonder was the producer from that group. So I can't really bring that as an example because it's still a 3-man group. You know what I mean? It's not like it's a duo where even with duo like Royce the 5'9" and Premier, like I.
What about Royce the 5'9" and Eminem? Bad Meets Evil. They're a group. Do you have to take all of Royce 5'9"'s work off of that?
Yeah, no. Let's say that Royce 5'9" didn't release anything, and let's say that Eminem didn't release anything, and it was just those 2. Would you consider them as the best top
rappers?
Yeah.
No, of course not.
Top 10. Why not?
I couldn't.
That's all they released, though.
Yeah, I couldn't, because it's not that good. It's not that good. It's not that good. It really isn't. Like, Bad Meets Evil is not that good.
So let me get it straight. The only reason that you're considering
3 stacks in there is because their music is that good. Yeah. Isn't that what you do with your favorite rappers list?
Basically, by all means, it shouldn't be Andre 3000 in there. It should be Outkast then.
Okay, that's cool. Fine.
And that means that Big Boy is one of the greatest of all time.
But he is. One of the Big Boy is one of the greatest of all time. He's amazing. He's amazing.
He can rap, but Really?
And together, them two are crazy.
Who would you take out?
Are you fucking kidding me? Of course I'm taking 3 stacks.
No, not Free Stacks.
Oh.
I'm saying for Big Boy, who would you replace Big Boy in your top 10 with? Like, sorry. Like, first of all,
but I have a top 10.
What's your top 10?
I have a top 10 groups and I have top 10 rappers.
No, just top 10.
I'm just telling you what I have.
Okay, just top 10.
I'm just telling you what I have.
Top 10.
I'm just telling you what I have, bro. Like, I have to.
Okay.
You have to because there's 2 people in groups. I can't just.
So why on earth are you saying that Andre 2000 is up there then?
Because by himself, he's amazing. You know that he's amazing. But you know that he's amazing by himself.
I know he is.
So what are we talking about?
I know he is. He can rap.
He can't just rap. My nigga's different, fam. My nigga's Martian. He's Lil Wayne-esque.
Do you know who else is amazing?
Who?
Rakim.
Yeah, he is. Eric B. and Rakim.
Yeah. He's in everyone's top 10.
Not mine.
Okay.
I wish.
I want to hear this.
Only because
he's the perfect example to this whole Free Stacks, and he's a perfect example. I really want to hear your reason for him not being in your
Rakim.
Rakim.
Because I've heard his stuff done. I've heard him, and he's God MC. He is God MC. He really is.
Stop lying.
He is. He is a good MC. He is a good MC.
No,
he's just not my. He's just not
wrong.
He's just
I'm
not
not
my.
saying that you're not wrong.
He's just not my favorite.
I'm saying that you're lying in terms of you thinking he is God MC.
No, I'm telling you the truth. He's a
Okay.
God MC. He's just not in my shit.
Why is 3 Stacks better than Rakim then?
He's just weird. He's a weird nigga, isn't he? He's just being a weird nigga and having that shit inside you. Literally, like he fucks his flows up. His cadences are all quite crazy. His style, what he's rapping about. Rakim is one of them niggas that's still in 1987. You could, if you look at him, if you listen to his music, it's still just, it hasn't changed. It's the same. Part of a person, part of a musician is evolution. That's why someone like Jay-Z is rated number 1, and that's why Lil Wayne, and that's why
overrated now.
Hove.
Yeah.
You not hit
post 2003.
A lot of people say unicorns are real. Does it make it right? No. No. You were in Spain. You just saw a zebra with a carrot on its head. That's what you saw, my nigga. You didn't see nothing else. Alright? Right. And that's why Jay-Z is number 1, and that's why someone like Lil Wayne is not number 1. Because Lil Wayne has not evolved with his music. He hasn't let us into his life. He hasn't shown us all his trials and tribulations. He told us a little bit about like when he tried to kill himself, stuff like that. But he's still rapping about the same shit that he was rapping about when he made Fireman, when he made the Carter 1, the Carter 2. You know what I'm saying? But Hove has evolved. That's why he's better. Rakim was the same. I'd put J. Cole above Rakim in mine because Cole has exposed his life to us. You can see where he was that little nigga trying to make Workout, and then he'd let Nas down, and then he made Born Sinner, the Born Sinner track, and then he made Forest Hills, and then he made this. He's evolved. Rakim is still talking about the thinking of the blood, and that's hard shit. Don't get it twisted, but it's not evolution. If we're doing song for song, maybe it's different.
So by that logic, KRS-One wouldn't be in your top 10.
It's not.
It's not in your top 10.
But he is.
Method Man.
Meth is Meth's in there. Meth is in my top 20. He's not in my top. He's not my top 10.
Oh, why? This better be a good reason because I love Meth.
Meth is hard, isn't he, bro? Meth is he's a beast. Him and Redman are both in your beast.
He hasn't evolved his sound either.
He has.
Because he has.
He's just not my favorite. It's all subjective, isn't it? I'd put Elzai above. I'd put Elzai above Method Man.
Could you be objective for a minute?
Okay,
let's be objective. Your
objective. Okay. Objective, dear.
Your top 10.
Oh shit. Oh, that's subjective.
Does that?
That's subject. You just said my top 10. That's subjective.
Okay. Top 10 hip hop.
Yeah.
Okay. Objective.
Shit.
Is Method Man in there?
No.
Okay. Let's hear it then.
But if it's objective.
No, objective.
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Because it's you're asking.
I think Andre 3000 is up there.
Yeah.
Objectively in terms of how much Khalil. Nah, he's not up there. I still don't think it's up there because of his solo projects. Like, if I was to count, if I was to, Pac is definitely up there.
And if that's your reasoning, I have to agree with you and
it's
say he hasn't made a solo music.
It's objective.
But all his features so far have fucking slapped. Every single one of them, especially that Frank Ocean one.
50,000%. I was about to say Frank Ocean as well. The reason why Frank Ocean is my like I love him as an artist because he has got projects. Even though we've had to wait 4 years for them and all that, he's got projects.
This nigga different, bro.
Like he's better than Andre right now.
Who? Frank. Shit.
I didn't think I'm joking. I'm joking.
I ain't say nothing. I say shit.
I'm joking on that, but like, but what I'm trying to say, okay, objective top 10.
I don't know if it can be objective.
Huh?
It can't be objective. It's our personal one.
No, like, but like the reason why it's objective is because
Jay-Z, Nas, Biggie, Tupac. You see, Biggie. I had to put him in there.
Not Biggie. Biggie's not mine. No,
that's objective. If you go universely, Biggie's in everyone's top 10. Yeah.
I mean, everyone will vote Biggie in there, but objectively, based on your argument, he's out. He's literally out.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, he's literally out. Pac will definitely be in there.
Yeah. Pac might have number one spot.
Busta Rhymes will be in there. I don't think Q-Tip will be in. Busta Rhymes will be in there.
Maybe top 20. Maybe.
Who would you replace him with then?
Who?
Busta Rhymes.
Royce 5'9". Eminem.
I think Eminem's up there.
Eminem's in there. You cannot deny it. You cannot deny it. Those first 4 albums, they're in there.
I would love to say Twista, but I can't.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, Ludacris, I would.
Ludacris is maybe 15. Ludacris. It's top 15, maybe, bruv, maybe.
Ludacris would be in there.
Capadonna's dope.
Nah, it's the Wu-Tang effect.
Yeah,
it's the Wu-Tang effect. It's not.
Because even then you could say Raekwon. Raekwon needs to be a lot higher than he needs to be. Yes. Yes. Raekwon is the maybe second or third best rapper in
rapper, yeah. But in terms of
in Wu-Tang, Method Man's number 1,
yeah.
Ghostface Killer's number 2, yeah. Raekwon's number 3.
No, okay. But Meth on his own. Can I say Redman?
Redman needs to be in your top 10. But he's not Wu-Tang, but he needs to be in there.
Yeah.
Reggie needs to be in there, definitely.
Wait.
What's his name? Redman.
Use his government name. Use artist name.
Yeah, but when I say Reggie, you should know who I'm talking about.
No.
Redman.
I literally
we just said the name Redman, and I said Reggie, which is his name.
I thought you were going to another artist.
Nah, Reggie.
I was like,
Redman.
Are you talking about Reggie Styles? What you're talking about? Names are skipping my head right now. Don't worry. Oh, what time? Okay.
Yeah, we talk about this. There's some albums.
No. It has to be considered albums, collab projects, if any.
No, we talk about albums now, though, don't we?
Huh?
He's talking about because there's been some there's sales, yeah, definitely part of it.
Okay.
Ask Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nicki Minaj should be up there. I think Nicki Minaj is up there. Ooh, but no, our albums are not really hip hop. See, this is the thing.
They are pretty hip hop. Our albums.
No, Wild Starships is being considered as one of them.
Is that on our album?
Yeah. It's on Romance Revenge.
Yeah,
but Romance Reloaded, I believe.
Yeah, but then so it's fucking.
Pink Friday. I think it's Pink Friday of Romance Reloaded.
It's that, but then like what's it? Views has got fucking Hotline Bling on it.
But that's not even close though. I wouldn't pick that to be. Oh, but then again, he's got Take Care.
People argue that's his best album, which is not, of course.
Views, no, hell no. Take Care is his best.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But wait, how long was it number 1 for? 10 years running.
Who?
View Take Care was number 1 album for like at least 10 years.
You're lying. You gotta be lying. You gotta be lying. 10 years.
I think it was a very long time.
No one else bring out any music out.
No, was it 10 weeks? It can't be 10 weeks. It was long. It was a long ass time before Take Care gone down in the charts.
That's fine.
Yeah. I'm not too sure.
But speaking of charts and albums, One more label try to stop me. You gonna get some dreadhead niggas in the lobby. You don't want no problem with me. That's not Cordain, that's Chance.
That's Charles. Let's not talk about. I don't like that album.
You don't like it? You don't like it?
Not my thing. Not my thing.
Now here's a theory. I can understand what you're coming from. I have a theory as to why that people don't like the album. Chance the Rapper is not.
He's a light side of Tyler the Creator.
Is not
light outside of Tyler the Creator, in my opinion.
Chance the Rapper is not now a rapper. He has got so many endorsement deals and so many this, so many that he has to be very polished. His album is almost kid friendly. It's got that kind of kid. Don't get it twisted. It's got Nicki Minaj on it. It's got Lil Durk on it. It's got Meg Thee Stallion on it. But it's very polished. It's very, very, very kid friendly, and that's why people don't like it. It's almost like he's got to shout out to Lem, because Lem told me this. He said that he's almost got another album coming out, which he probably doesn't. But he's got a whole album worth of material which is more adult based. But this is very Tickle Me Elmo kid shit. Kid rap, like Lil Nas X, kid music. Because you heard his feature on the Cordain album, that was fucking fire. Don't get if you listen to Chance's album was fucking good lyrically, but it just sounds childish.
I can see why his marketing team would do something like that, because one, longevity. It's good to obviously. Because those kids fans that are growing with him is going to be the ones to be there in the future.
To be like me and you, Cole and Drake.
Sales.
Yeah, got the horses in the back. Like, we know how good that was. That's that's kid shit.
Kids would drive their parents crazy to buy them on it.
Get me this motherfucking album now.
I see the marketing side, but in terms of... In terms of... To me, you're right. It is... Now that you brought it to my attention, I mean, subconsciously, I didn't really like it, but now I understand why. Because I'm a grown-up man.
What the fuck is this?
I get it.
Give me the Cordain album, man. Give me the Cordain album all fucking day.
Give me a Rick Ross album. Give me. I'm just waiting for that to come through.
Port Miami 2. Port Miami 2.
There was actually Dreamville album. Loved it.
Who do you think the best was it on it? I can tell you straight away who I think the best rapper.
In my opinion, I really think. My opinion, I think is great. I think we need to mention Buddy's contribution on the album.
Buddy was dope
because he really made that album really entertaining.
You think so?
Yeah.
Since 1993, I've been smoking with... No, J. Cole! I don't want to hear that rapping shit! It's not a music cipher, nigga!
Bro, if you listen to his album before this, two different people. To me, he was as if he was very restricted. He was restricting himself on that album. Then this one, he was allowed to just be free, be himself.
It's not an album. This is just a bunch of people making music together that turned into it's a collab album. But they didn't want to do it that way. They wanted to do it as 50 people, 10 rooms, 10 nights, no sleep. Let's see what we can fucking make. Amazing. And JID was the best on that album.
No.
He was the best on that album.
If you let me, I'm joking. Now I have to be a contrarian and go out and shoot for me.
And I love Dreezy's verse on You love you got me. Dreezy was hard on that. Carry on.
But yeah, I just thought I wish Buddy could make more music like that. Let me just put that to bed. I just wish Buddy could make more music like that because he I was like raw. I never saw this side of him because when I started listening to Buddy, I was like, give me a bit more because I know he's got it. I just bit more because this is a bit dragging now. But on this, I was like raw. Okay, I see you. I personally think that Omen deserves a shout out as well.
Omen is underrated like a motherfucker. Bro.
Omen deserves a shout out. Cause I think was the least performer, in my opinion, on the album. Cause was like the person who performed least.
Cause sounds least like anyone on Dreamville.
Yeah.
Cause almost sounds TDE-ish.
Yeah.
when him and
It's either the wrong
when
label.
him and Boogie
Would you-
were together, doing a back to back on the Lambo truck when they're talking about robbing J Cole's. Yeah. He sounds very TDE-ish.
Yeah.
But he's from the same area as TDE. He's from Compton.
Like, do you think they should swap Rashad for him? Dreamville for Rashad?
But don't talk about Rashad. Don't open your
Don't
open your mouth.
Kendrick did appear on the album.
He was on. He did the hook. He did the hook. For Under the Sun.
Oh my god! So I was like, that. I was like, what's going on? Are we gonna see some more TD members appear on this album?
But don't you talk about Isaiah Rashad, okay?
Isaiah Rashad.
I fucking love Isaiah Rashad. That's my guy, bro. Yeah, we got an album when? 2016, 15.
2019.
But I love him so much. So I'm like, look, nigga, if you're gonna Frank Ocean it, Frank Ocean it, but just give me the music, make it sure it's fire. That's what I'm saying, bro. Take as long as you need to, my nigga.
So Cos was the weakest one. Bass was middle.
That was hard.
Middle.
He was average.
Yeah,
he was average.
Middle,
yeah, okay, cool. He wasn't crazy, but he was still Bass.
I was very surprised by Smoke Pub. I was very surprised. Yeah. I didn't expect like the way he lifted up, but he only appeared once, so I wasn't like okay, let me. He's the best out of all of them, but his appearance, I was like raw. Schema, the Slum God, I was like okay, cool. Mm-hmm. He's done what he needed to do. I actually wanted to hear by the names I just mentioned. I really wish that they either hollered at T Grizzly or what's the other guy's name? I forgot his name. He just released an album. I keep forgetting his name. Got a song with Rick Ross. He released out an album in May, I believe. I forgot his name.
How does that help me?
How does that help? I was hoping you have to Google him.
He has a song with Rick Ross and released an album in May. Yeah. That does not help anyone.
It could because not a lot of people have songs with Rick Ross. Like
a lot of people got Rick. A lot of people.
When they're coming up.
Oh, he's an up and coming rapper.
It's not really up and coming now. It's getting more known, I should say. Let me say it like that. I'm looking for. I think it's in June.
What song was he on?
Denzel Curry.
Yeah, Denzel Curry's hard.
I would have really hoped that. I was really hoping that he was on it.
Did you hear his last album?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I was trying to say. Zoo. I just checked it out. Oh Lord. But in my opinion,
JID snapped. JID went absolutely crazy.
JID
J. Cole was looking at him like this nigga. He's next. JID's next. JID's next, bro.
J. Cole,
every verse was really good. His Down Bad verse was really, really good. His Under the Sun, his Sacrifices verse was fucking mad. Earth Gang were fucking amazing on that album. But Johnny Venus and his other guy, I forget his fucking name. My bad, man, nigga. Nah, that's cool. You know who you are. Yeah. But he is sick. They are both sick. Yeah. Their album Mirrorland coming out soon.
I need to listen to that.
It's not out yet.
I need to listen to. Yeah, you said soon.
Yeah, it's coming out soon.
Yeah, I need to listen to that.
Okay. I'm about to say it's not out yet, but okay. Yeah. Yeah, mixtape. You can listen to mixtapes. That mixtape's hard so far.
I am really. I know that Jid.
They remind me of a new Outcast.
Is Jid still part of Gang?
He's not part of Outcast.
Has he ever been?
No.
So he's done projects with them.
He's done tracks with them. He's done like 3 or 4 tracks with them.
Probably going confused. Anyway, I'm getting tired now.
Corday, talk about it and then we can finish him.
Corday, yeah.
I was surprised. I've never heard this guy before.
Honestly, YBN Crew.
Almighty J and
I never got Almighty. I'm not gonna try and remember it. Namir.
Yeah.
Based on those two and what they've given me, I didn't expect this. It's like Migos. You know how you know Takeoff. He's the Corday of YBN.
He's the little lyricist. Yeah.
Because Offset and Quavo is not like
Quavo just sings everything.
Yeah. So, but when you listen to Takeoff, it's very lyrical.
Yeah,
the guy.
He's the most lyrical out of them.
Yeah, like the song I heard Takeoff on was Fight Night. I think that was when, because he was under the fringe in Migos for so
He
long.
he was sorry to say this, the Michelle of Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
Sorry, Michelle.
Yeah.
We love you. We know you're dope, but you're against Kelly Rowland and Beyonce here.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
But he popped on Fight Night. He popped. I was like, raw. This is take. And that to me is probably like, I'm not gonna, let me not exaggerate. I was gonna say it's Migos' best release ever, but it's really not. Like, it's really not. Like, because they have got some. They've got some, but then again, it's because of the Quavo and the Offset.
Offset.
Yeah, and the Offset.
You can't say Offset. Offset. You gotta do it like that, bro. You gotta do it like that. You gotta do it every time.
I'm not a fan.
Offset. You gotta do.
But
Come
I
on.
respect the group. I respect for all they've done. Respect the group. But yeah, like
I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. Every time you say Offset, you get
Offset?
Offset.
So basically,
say Offset. Say it.
The moment it doesn't.
Just say it.
Okay.
Offset. There you go. Gotcha.
Okay. Anyway, so Corday, YBN Corday, YBN Namir. Like I said, I never actually expected him to perform as well as he did on the album. I've never heard anyone from YBN that lyrical. Namir, from what I've heard from Almighty J and Namir, I always held Namir to higher regard. I was like, okay, Namir is he's a fast rapper. He's more of like, but Corday is so clear. You understand? Like he
got a little lisp, but I don't mind that.
Like he's so clear in the content he spoke about. I must say, I haven't listened to the album fully. I've only heard one song. That was the one that he played me with.
Jesus Christ.
But I've heard his other releases leading up to this album.
Okay. Yeah. So you know of him.
So no. That's where I'm getting this information from. Like I believe his location ships that I heard that they released back in January. But that was just a single. I'm not sure it's on this album. I think it should be.
Location ships.
Yeah, location ships. It was like
the album's really good. The album's really good.
I'm gonna listen to it.
Comes in with have you heard the Funk Flex freestyle? He brought out yesterday or today.
I've been meaning to watch that.
Yeah, it's really good. He does it over Otis. He does it over Kick Push, the Lupe Fiasco beat. Is he from Chicago? He must be from Chicago because he's got every not every time, but the freestyle I heard was over Kick Push. He got a one over with Kanye, and I'm like, and he's got Chance on his album. It just makes me believe he's from Chicago.
He's from Carolina. He's from the Carolinas, North Carolina.
Oh, because he's not from Carolina.
Yeah, he's from.
Same as Cole.
Actually heard. Yeah, speaking of, like Jaco's from there. Have you heard of Nick Grant? He's also like.
Is he from there?
Yeah, he's from there. I believe. Let me just fact check that quickly. I believe he's from like. Let me quickly because last time Nick Grant released something last year. I believe it was. I forgot what it's called. Something Dream. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, he's from South Carolina. My bad. Okay, I think that's fine for you.
Carolina.
Yeah, I think
like
from
5
South
minutes.
Carolina.
South.
Carolina. Yeah, Dreaming Out Loud. That's the one. That was his last mixtape that was out.
Yeah.
And I am I'm just waiting for him to drop new music. But he's also an uber really good guy from Carolina, from the Carolinas.
Rhapsody's from there. Ninth Wonder's from there.
What North or South?
North, I think.
Oh, right.
Fonte.
Right. Damn.
They've got some great people, man.
Yeah, so the Carolinas got some.
Like, we got to, one day we've got to sit down and go, what nation's got the best rappers? Like, what's what? And even we could do this for England as well.
I need to.
North, South, East, West London. You've got Birmingham's, you've got your Manchesters, you've got
one of the most underrated. Has to be said, Young T and Bugsy from Nottingham.
Yeah, their accents are strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
But hearing them rap is weird. Hearing them rap is strange, but it's cool though.
Yeah, I do say that when you're from Brum or Manchester, like it's very hard to like if you're not from London, you're not getting heard that easily. Because I know that Mist had to graft hard.
You got people like JK though. JK literally, he's from Is it Bradford? Maybe one of them ones.
Wow.
From north. Yeah, from
Wow.
quite far up north.
Oh, yeah, no.
JK, let me Google this shit.
Maybe it's breaking down now, but before, like a lot of people, it was mainly just dominated by East London.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
So. But anyway, like that's the end of this podcast. Thank you for tuning in with us. Thank you so much for seeing me, Theo. Hopefully we get to sit down.
It's from Birmingham, JK is.
It's from Birmingham. Oh, I thought it said Bradford. I was like, oh, wow.
I did say Bradford. I thought it was Bradford.
Yeah,
that's another rapper. I forget his name.
That's definitely something to shout out. Like
Deps was from that area. Deps was a really good rapper, but he unfortunately, rest in peace. He died. Yeah, I think he got stabbed or something like that. Oh, wow. Yeah. A couple of years ago. Yeah, it was kind of bad.
Oh no, that's. I didn't want to end on that note, but
it was a madness.
But yeah,
listen to that album, that Cordain album, man. It's fire. I can't even lie. Yeah. No, and the Big Crit album. Oh my god, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Chris is here.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, even his single is fire because you know how some people have those. Like, yeah, that's a great concept album, but the single is like, okay, we just don't release it for the charts. This is actually fire. It's really good. The single is actually, I was like, oh my days, like
another underrated guy.
He was creating Lil Wayne's bar.
Exactly.
Lil Wayne. I was like, bro, he respect. Like, you can tell that when Wayne jumped in with Crit, I was like, he respects this guy.
When he respects his pen, yeah, it's really nice. It's like seeing two basketball players who respect each other on the court. It's like seeing Kobe and LeBron just be like, be like,
It's like seeing also like, you know, Henry and Vanessa rivalries.
Yeah,
like that. You know it's a pop. You know it's a pop. You know it's gonna pop. Yeah, like that. But yeah, like that album, I loved it. I didn't skip one track. Funny, I need to ask you about this. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What do you think of Jaden Smith?
Dope. The guy can rap. The guy can really rap. You can't deny it.
His album.
You might, if you think he's a rich kid, he's
a lot of people do
because he's Will Smith's son.
Yeah, a lot of people.
He's really
he's actually really good.
Really
the album. Gee, I heard the whole Eris. Yeah, I heard the whole thing yesterday. I was listening to it while I was doing my shopping. I was doing my shopping. I was like,
best time to listen to music when you're doing something.
Huh?
Best time to listen to music when you're doing something.
Yeah.
You're a little active.
Yeah. I was like, raw. This is actually sick.
It's hard. The guy can really rap. And he loves Flocko as well. He loves A$AP Rocky.
Oh yeah.
He loves A$AP Rocky.
He appeared. I wonder when he did that. When he appeared, was it before jail time or after jail?
Hey man, shit. I'm gonna let you have that one, bro. I'm not laughing at that shit. They can kill you, nigga. Shit, I'm cool.
Anyway, thank you for tuning in. But thank you for coming in and seeing.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Only he does that. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you next time on the Cranium Bloggers podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good evening. Peace.
We out. I got a hose call.